One forgets that this once was a swamp.
Yeah, that's right.
Wasn't it?
That's
so
right.
It's that underlying problem was probably still there, but it's better than what we used to play on.
The paddock chopper evening would have been pretty heavy, I would have thought there, Hick.
Yeah, absolutely.
So will the windsock be back up next week?
It's back.
I think Wilco, instead of while he does his statuses in the morning, the 6 a.m. one, get him on the roller.
Yeah.
Roll the
super sopper.
The super sopper,
Used to see the roller out here a bit, Maxie. Do you want me to go into the cricket days? LB 2000.
He can't.
One of the greatest catches in the gully you'll ever see, my friend.
Let's get into serious business now.
I thought we were.
No, I like that sort of stuff. You would have been happy with the crowd yesterday, and you would have been more than happy with the turnout today, despite the ordinary conditions.
Oh, yeah, it's always good. And what else do you do on this weekend? Like, there's nothing. There's no AFL to watch. There's, Colac are playing away. So what else do you do? Like, come to the footy, spend a whole day here. Best entertainment you get for $15.
Or we get 45,000 here yesterday.
Yeah, that'll do. Yep.
54,000 today.
Yep, that's it. And it doesn't cost us a fortune to hire the ground.
So I'd like to congratulate the board and the clubs on the junior structure here. The junior finals have been fantastic on both days. We've seen a 1-point result, a draw, under 15s, close games. There hasn't been a blowout in any of those games. It's just been a really great comp. Great number of people here to watch it. It's just a winner.
It is, and that's a credit to the club. And we keep saying, Pete, and there's, there again, you're involved in junior sport for a long time. To get your base right will hold you in good stead moving forward. And all we've got to do is just hold our breath and just keep working forward. Clubs are getting numbers. At the start of the year when we started the under-12 competition, everyone said, we might have 12 kids. Well, most clubs now, like I think Irrewarra's the lowest, and they played off in a terrific game yesterday, they had 17. So, for all the naysayers out there and the people that want to whack you around us for doing what we've done, what terrific football and the amount of people that have come to watch those kids play is an absolute credit to themselves. And as I said, the best entertainment you'll get for $15.
And the kids, the senior sides aren't travelling great, but the Eagles and Apollo Bay, they're winning junior finals.
Yeah, they're up and about. No, like even yesterday, that 1 point result in the under-12s to Apollo Bay. Like, I've never seen so many excited kids. And
it's fantastic.
To Deary and Gilly, who coach those kids, like, I think they were more excited than the kids.
Yeah.
I think, Deary's wanted. He'd still be smiling. I don't reckon he would have slept last night.
Oh, absolutely not.
I don't reckon he would
have. A bit of red cordial going in the
down the throat. Imagine if they get the job done next Saturday and qualify for a grand final.
Gee whiz almighty, how good would that be? But they've got some terrific young kids down there.
Yeah, that's right.
Like young, especially in the 15s, young Lewin Hanrahan, I think he's a terrific kid.
We saw it. He's quite a number of times this year, and he's been a really impressive young man.
Pete, is the board still looking for more board members?
Oh, you never knock back anyone.
Okay.
And same with at club level, you never knock back a volunteer, do you?
AJ wants to go on the board.
No.
Yeah, he's on.
No. He'll do your stats for you.
He's the silent.
Silent.
How many cups of teas were at a board meeting?
Yeah. For that, I'm in, Pete.
He's laying down the law.
Locked him in. We'll start.
But we just want to get the call out to anyone in clubland who wants to be part of it. Come and help the board run
absolutely.
the league.
And, because as Pete Mulheron knows, and you guys know, that actually nobody barracks for the board.
No.
I barrack for the board.
Oh, well. I do.
That's it.
I barrack for you, Pete.
Just get that
very good. But everyone's quick to pot shot you and say, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Well,
yes.
A lot of it's, and I had another disagreement with a person today about some child safety stuff. It's actually legislation now, Jacinda Allen and all these people in higher beings are making these rules that we've just got to follow. We can't do much about it.
How was your trip to Ballarat on Friday, Pete?
Oh, no.
Well, I was in the tractor.
She's in the dinky seat.
And the tractor come from Pete Mulheron's farm.
So the license plate would be registered to Pete Mulheron.
Correct.
We already know that's a lie, because Pete Mulheron's tractor wouldn't even made it to Ballarat.
No, don't worry.
You've seen it.
It's got air conditioning now.
Yeah, it has.
TV player.
Behind the window down.
Yeah, even got windows. Yeah, got windows now.
Got a tape deck.
If you wanted to run twice as fast, wind the other window
Yeah,
down.
no, I would have loved to have been up there. Take me slurry card up there.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if she gets to Bendigo. Oh, no. Oh, yes.
Moving forward, the next 3 weeks, what are we expecting? Next week, Imps versus Alvey will be a big one. Good crowds there.
Yeah.
Swans. Simpson won a few games today. Again, Apollo Bay juniors will be up and about because, as I said, Apollo Bay fans are like Richmond fans. Once they start winning, the bad way, they join.
Started again.
Round one, it starts at 0 and then gets to about elimination final time, and then the whole town comes. Doesn't matter who's playing. That's
Yep.
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Good crowds next week. It's supposed to be warm. So.
Yeah, no, it's good. And as I said, I think there's a lot of interest in the CDFL at the moment, and it's good. And as I said, what else do you do? You know, there's our mob are the only mob playing next Friday night, Maxi, in Victoria.
Aren't we?
So,
Yep.
you know, what else do you do on a Saturday? What are you going to do?
It's an important part of the fabric in the community now that it brings people together on a weekend, and
it does.
look, it's a credit to yourself to see these people all here today, and
of course it is, and they're all happy and enjoying it. And, you know, the amount of people around the netball is
Some of the
pretty
crowds,
big too.
Some of the crowds this morning that I was there. We had Lawn, we had Otway District, we had Simpson, a couple of sides involved. It was fantastic.
And we joke about it, about having a final, you know, Simpson and all that, but how good is it? Just everyone knows where this joint is.
Yep,
You
they
rock
do.
up here. I looked at the Hampden League fixture for the finals, and it's all over the place.
Yeah, Mortlake Saturday.
Portland and Camden down.
it's
like,
a neutral venue. It's no one's home
but
ground.
you just know that at the end of the year, you're planning to play here. So
And
we'll
the
talk
thing is,
about.
you can pull money to fix up the resources of this ground because you're not having to, split it between all
Everyone
these
fits
grounds.
in here.
Yeah, that's right.
50,000.
Everyone gets in.
Yeah, it's good.
So no, it's good, and you know, it's as you say, it's a centrepiece of the town, and why wouldn't you want to come along? And as I said, even the fair weather, 20 degrees next Saturday, Maxie, as you say, hopefully,
a beauty.
You know, it's just a good place to be.
Pete, do you have a tip for the footy this year?
Cats.
Which one? which one?
Allinsford.
Yeah.
Allinsford.
Did they win
Charlie
yesterday?
Grist.
They did. They got up.
Charlie Grist got up. They come from behind in the last quarter. And what?
Casterton.
Yeah,
Casterton won too, did they?
Casterton, Cats.
Casterton, Sanford.
Cats everywhere.
Yeah.
Cats everywhere. No, look. Yeah. And what's the statistic for the club finishing on top, winning the premiership in this competition?
Yeah, well,
Pretty
Alvey.
high.
Not that high.
One from 4, Alvey.
Yeah, but I think the others are pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
So I think a week off is vital on this ground. And the leg speed that Imperials possess is pretty good. But Alvey, you know, they've got that muscle around the ball, and, you know, you've got a bloke that can turn it on up forward. He can kick anything.
Yep.
So you're it's set up for a fairly interesting tussle, and don't write off the two clubs playing today. Whoever
no.
wins can
Good to
really.
watch these two sides.
It's one of the more open flag races in history.
Yeah, so you must be pleased with the evenness of the competition. Like we've seen South miss out on a place in the finals. You've seen Eagles and Otway really be competitive with the better sides at some stage. The Polar Bay, even though they didn't have the results, you can see a future there. They've got a lot of young blokes around, and
I think clubs are getting better, and I think and that's a flow on from, you know, down at Geelong, and we hear the stories down there. You know, Newtown had 15, 16, 17 blokes miss out every week. Like, if that was me and I was missing out, I'd be thinking, well, why am I training not to play?
That's right.
I'm going to a club, and if I've got to travel 45 minutes down the road, at least I'm going to play senior footy.
Yeah.
You know, I've got an opportunity to play senior footy and become a part of another community where I can play. So I'm going to put my time and effort. And I think there's a bit of a flow on from down there as well. Like, you look at Lorne, you know, and credit to them, they get a few in from Torquay.
Well, Big Hughes is a good story because he's one that just wasn't ready to play senior BFL.
Yeah.
So he went down to Lawn to play seniors as a younger, bigger body player.
Yeah.
And he's stuck around there for now 4 years. So and he'll go to Torquay, a much better player, and all of a sudden he'll be in line to probably play for Torquay seniors.
Yeah, that's right. And that's the beauty of our competition is we're giving people opportunities to play and hone their skills at a younger age. you know, and you look at the Apollo Bay boys, and I know they're only young, but they still travel back to play there and play in our competition. So, which is really good. And, you know, Simpson, good recruiting coach, I think.
Yeah, 80 backs. Great
appointment, I think.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's a CDFL lad, and you know, the family ties at Simpson are great. So I think the competition, you know, even after this year, I think it's getting better and better and better as we go along, and I think clubs are getting better at what they do too.
I have a big last question for you. It's
here we
very
go.
controversial. You've been to every club this year. You've tasted the tastes and smelled the smells. What's been the best canteen item you've had in 2025?
Oh, I had some good stuff down at Simpson one day.
Oh, Simpson are pretty good, aren't they?
See,
I think they've raised the bar.
I think you got to sort of put them aside, because when they know when we're there and you're there, they put things on the menu that aren't regularly there.
Oh, no.
They try and elevate. Spud's great. He's one of our favourites, but
We're open to bribery.
We are.
The club that finished on top of the ladder, you know, they're probably not on top of the ladder for canteen because we never got the taste in it.
We brought our own things last week, didn't we?
BYO.
And the chicken burgers out of Birregurra.
They're all pretty good.
yes.
Are they good?
Yeah, no, we give them a fair plug.
Yeah.
We're going to have to charge them for advertising.
Sue Roosevelt does a pretty good job for it out at Elvie too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I can reveal on air today that Alvie are doing the canteen duties on grand final day.
Yep.
Ooh.
So I've had some pretty good pumpkin soups this year too.
Yeah, I've had a couple.
Oh, you two, Pete, will be enjoying
Yeah,
that.
Pete's been the soup connoisseur this
I
year.
have,
Yeah. There's
That's
nothing wrong with
cool. I
a good.
even got to taste Maxi's soup last week.
Yeah,
and,
that was all right.
it was pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good. Homemade bread, even. Pete. You missed out on that.
It was went all
You've done all
sorts.
right.
Yeah.
You've raised the bar.
I have, I could run my own canteen.
And one of your Otway stewards, Stewie Sutherland's birthday today too.
Silly Sutherland. Silly Stewie. He's a good lad, Stewie.
Oh,
one of our favourites.
Happy birthday, Stewie.
Yeah.
How do we make
22?
We'll 21 again. We'll go with that.
Yeah, that'll do.
So
How do we make Otway great again, Pete?
Yeah. Stewie Sutherland, another birthday. Yeah. He'll be down here in the canteen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh, they are on the canteen.
Yeah.
Just a quick one before you go, Pete.
Yep.
Reintroduction of Interleague this year.
Yep.
Looking forward to it to continuing next year. Is that what the plan is?
Yeah, that's what the plan is. That was Paul Listro's baby, and he got it up and running, and so we'll have a weekend off, I reckon.
Yeah, maybe.
King's birthday next year, and
No, play to the week that the GDFNL play and see how they go.
Yeah, they don't
on
want
the
to play.
rebound. Sooks.
Yeah.
And also, Wilco's not allowed to be in the time
Time
code
box.
Oh dear, they time keep a little different to us, don't they?
87-minute last quarters.
Yeah, they're just a little
magically
different
the
to us.
siren went when they scored.
Except for when Colac play Bell Park.
Yeah, then it goes early.
Complete opposite. Complete opposite. Hick, thanks for joining us.
No, always a pleasure, boys, and well done. Keep up the good work.
We'll try. We'll take a break. Plenty more to continue on in this pre-game show as well. So stay tuned. Big game, Bombers versus the Saints here on CDFNL Live on Mix FM.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live. Mix FM, music that makes you feel good. We've got the latest hits.
No broke boys, no new fans. I'm that bitch, give me my test. Ain't no lie, ain't no shade.
And the old school tunes you know all the words to.
Spending all your money on me and spending time on me.
On air at Mix FM and now on Listener. Sign up and follow Mix FM.
So baby, tell me what's the use? I said it's getting hot in here.
Sports Power Colac are proud supporters of local footy and netball. Good luck to the CDFNL clubs and the Colac Tigers on the road to premiership glory. If you need to restock the kit, see the team at Sports Power Colac, your local finals experts.
Tired of sleeping on your old bed? Harvey Norman mattress clearance is on now. Discontinued and ex-display stock is priced to clear. Hot deals on big Australian-made brands including Sealy Posturepedic, King Coil by AH Beard and Sleepmaker. Plus bonus standard local delivery on selected in-store purchases over $9.99. Floor stock mattresses priced to clear plus bonus standard local delivery. Be quick, must end Sunday. Conditions and some exclusions apply. Bonus delivery on in-store purchases only. At Harvey Norman Bedding, Warn Ponds.
Nothing beats the sizzle of lamb on the barbecue. Juicy, tender, and packed with flavour. Whether it's a Sunday roast or a midweek feast, lamb is always the right choice for your dinner table. If you're looking for a sizzling career opportunity, Minerva Foods, Colac's largest employer, is hiring. Join the team that brings quality meat to tables worldwide every day. Reach out to the Minerva Foods recruitment team today.
Ben Spokes at We Spoke Insurance Specialist can come to you with the ideal insurance to protect what matters most. You'll get market-leading personal service and advice with We Spoke Insurance Specialists. Find them on Facebook. Authorised representative of PSC Connect Proprietary Limited. Please consider all terms and conditions.
Bobcat.
That's a name worth roaring about. And the biggest roar is coming from FSR Equip, the authorised Bobcat dealer for Southwest Victoria and specialist for Bobcat telehandlers. From construction to agriculture, Bobcat telehandlers offer unmatched versatility and strength with superior reach and lifting capacity. Bobcat telehandlers are built tough to handle any challenge. Follow the sound of the roar and get to FSR Equip, Hugh Murray Drive, Colac East. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Big news, Colac. Bridgestone has arrived. Central Tyre and Auto is now your local Bridgestone service centre. Get unbeatable prices on Bridgestone and Firestone tyres. To celebrate, score a $50 wheel alignment when you buy 4 new tyres. That's over $50 in savings. Plus there's more. Until the end of the month, get your 4th tyre free on selected Bridgestone passenger tyres. Huge savings, trusted service. Only at Central Tyre and Auto. Colac's new Bridgestone service centre on Jellybrand Street.
Solomon's Flooring and Beaumont Tiles Geelong. Your complete reno needs under one roof. Tiles, tapware, baths, toilets, vanities, carpet, engineered timber, vinyl and blinds. They come to you for on-site measuring, installation and advice. Conditions apply.
Our legendary tradie on Mix FM.
Behind every door, there's a story. But behind every red door, there's a young dream waiting to take flight. Red Door Dance and Theatre Co sees the potential in every child. It's more than dance and drama. It's a place where they find their courage, their voice, their family. Red Door believes in nurturing talent and creating memories that last a lifetime. We don't just create performers, we help to create confident, happy, thriving kids. That's the Red Door difference.
Supporting everyone to be their best selves. CODA. For the past 45 years, CODA has helped people with disabilities to live better lives. Find out what CODA can do for you. Inclusive opportunities for all. CODA.org.au.
Thanks to Echidna Belt. It's the pre-game show on CDFNL Live.
Yeah, welcome back here to CDFNL Live on Mix FM. Elimination final day. It is Irrewarra-Beeac versus Birregurra. Should be a corker. A-grade netball score, Drew. Did you see that?
Just started the second quarter, and it's South Colac leading by 14-13. Well, here in the reserves, 3-quarter time. Looks like it's going to be another tight one. Like we've had a couple of the junior games this morning. South Colac 1-8-14. Lead the Colac Imperials 1-5-11. The winner to take on Irrewarra-Beeac in the first semi-final. Loser can get on the cans for the next 6 months, Pete.
Yeah, and they'll be on them fairly quickly, I reckon, after the game finishes.
What time do you reckon the Bulldogs got on the cans Wednesday night?
Oh, I'd say about 10 minutes into the first.
How torturous would that be? Losing on Sunday and then knowing that their fate was there, but they still had to train just in case a miracle happened.
Yeah, no, it would have been a tough week for the Bulldogs because the game probably went as most people expected in the end.
Beveridge would have sent a message.
See Bailey Dale played the last quarter with a broken wrist.
Yeah.
Bailey Dale.
Yeah, right, okay.
So they had 3 surgeries as well, shoulder surgeries. Aaron Norton was one, Sam Darcy, and I think Ed Richards was
Did they have them before or after Wednesday?
I think it's just one of those, end of season cleanups with them all. I'm talking about AFL sides. I'm going to do a little bit different for the top 5 today.
It's Maxie's Top 5 on CDFNL Live.
So, parking the bus with the GOATs Top 5. Now, if you're listening, Clubland, CDFNL Clubland, don't get too sensitive about this. This is all fun and games. I want us to compare the CDFNL club to an AFL club. What do they remind you of? What AFL club do you remind this CDFNL club is?
Could be very dangerous, this one, Max.
It could be dangerous. It could be dangerous. But hopefully it comes from a good place. So, for instance, we'll kick things off with Lorne. They've got a bit of Collingwood about them because you either love them or you hate them. But then I reckon they're sort of West Coast-ish as well. Yeah. So they're out on the outside. And they just, whenever they go down the bottom, they go straight back up. And West Coast haven't done that for a bit, but that's traditionally the way the West Coast roll, don't they? Big, powerful club, lots of money, and
successful.
And I feel like so. If that case, if Collingwood is West Coast, then Apollo Bay's Fremantle. Is that right?
To compare, that's a bit harsh.
No, if Apollo Bay...
Don't get sensitive, Drew. It's all fun and games.
Oh, no, that's a little harsh.
The Bay's had a bit more success than Freo have.
I know, but
they've had some periods where they dominated.
Talking about
the league.
now,
Yes,
though. I'm not talking about back when you had a full mullet and 2 eyes.
Yeah, no, I think Apollo Bay's a bit more like Richmond. They've had some really good periods.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time in between. So when they come good, they really come good.
So this is Apollo Bay are currently in the Richmond 1981
rebuild
to 2016 era, are they?
2025 rebuild era. They've got all young blokes there on their list, and they're about to come again.
All right, there we go. So, Lorne, we agree maybe a Collingwood or West Coast?
I was going to say, when Craig McRae got appointed at Collingwood, he was hard not to like. So
yeah, that's true.
I think Ed's the same as Craig McRae. I think we've all liked Lorne since Ed's been there. So
I don't mind.
I don't mind Lorne.
I don't mind Collingwood. I like watching them. I think it's just their fans. They're a little bit annoying.
Yeah. No, and Lorne are a very important club for this league, I think.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
A huge club for this league.
Just get a deep fry and start selling chips. Irrewarra-Beeac. Now, I had a thought about this. I was sitting there going, what would they be? But a bit of Brisbane Lions about a merged club, and then they had a real successful period, and then they sort of went down the bottom for a bit, and then they're sort of back to contending again.
Yeah, I think that's a fair comparison. I could live with that one.
Yeah,
the merge
chip
club.
in AJ and Drew. Don't sit there and stare at each other.
With Irrewarra-Beeac, they probably haven't won the premierships that Brisbane have.
It's won 3 in a row.
They won 3 in a row like Brisbane.
Well, a long time ago, though.
Yeah,
so
but at the same time as Brisbane and Irrewarra.
They did the same thing as
Brisbane won last year, though.
Yeah, but they've been contending again. Sort of, yeah. And they're merged clubs like Brisbane. There goes.
Pay attention, AJ.
You wait until I get to the Essendon one. South Colac, a bit of Geelong about them. They've sort of always been up there contending, bridesmaid for a long period of time. Finally got that flag the same year the Cats did in 2022.
I agree with that.
And Pete doesn't like them like he doesn't with Geelong.
Oh, they're blue and white.
Yeah,
so
different blue and white.
Yeah. No, look.
It found the symmetry from about 2011 to 2022 have been very close. South Colac have been contending and get to the finals, just narrowly missed, a bit like Geelong, and then they win it in the same year, 2022.
Oh, it's an interesting one. Well, I'll be interested to see you compare Elvie to, because I'd say Elvie are probably... Anyway, I won't jump the gun there, but
Western Eagles. Anyone want to chip onto that one?
Hard to tell, I reckon. Really
North Melbourne?
I don't know.
Yeah, look, they've always had a good junior program, had a little bit of success there early in the merger. It's a hard one to compare. Maybe...
Don't know. Hard to pick one.
Yeah, maybe Melbourne.
GWS?
Yeah,
Gold
GWS,
Coast?
Yeah.
I guess one aspect is if you compare them to I guess, Gold Coast, they have always had great young kids, the Eagles, but they just never been able to hold them together, similar to Gold Coast.
Probably fair. That's probably fair.
Yeah. But they're building up there. They're building up like the Gold Coast at the moment.
Yep. And when they all come home.
Yep. Away districts. Bit of Essendon about them.
Bit of Essendon.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
Well, they have a similar streak as Essendon.
Oh, don't go there again.
What do you... expand on that, Matt.
We're looming dangerously here.
You nearly didn't get out alive one day.
It's the final thing, isn't it?
The last time Essendon won a final was the last time I won a final. I don't know how you... It's a stat. It's out there in history. I'm not making it up. It is what it is.
Is it more Fremantle? They're a bit of an outlier.
Yeah, okay, you're probably right with that. Yeah, I'd say maybe Freo, thinking about it a bit. We're all made a grand final.
Yeah, and we're all quite happy. We're looking forward to a bit of success from Otway for them. I think they're...
Yeah, okay, I reckon Fremantle's a good one. Yeah, good one. Yeah, all right, we'll go with that. Simpson?
Simpson.
I've got Sydney Swans.
Yeah?
I think they have their periods of time where they're up and about. And then, they've gone down a similar thing, but they don't go down for too long.
No,
they go straight back up again.
Yeah, they've always been a successful club, and they've always had good juniors coming through. They're struggling a little bit at the moment, but that'll turn around for them. But,
Similar sort of, you think about Simpson sort of sitting where Sydney sit in the AFL geographically. I think...
I'm going to be very curious.
I don't think the price, Kohler is as much as Simpson is in Sydney, though.
I'm going to be very curious to see who Grady Rook brings over the off-season at Simpson.
Some of his Cobden mates or some of his Timboon mates. He's got to... You'd reckon there'd be something to it. Like, he's not going to be signed there and not bring anyone. You can't go with what you had this year.
Yeah, favourite son coming home, it's always an advantage.
A few one-pointers, maybe. Maybe a Lukey Wheel might return or something like that.
Yeah, he'd be pretty handy.
So I did Apollo Bay. I said Freo just because if Lorne is West Coast, then Apollo Bay being next door should be Fremantle. But what do we agree on?
Well, I thought they might have been a bit more like Richmond.
Okay.
When they have a good period, they have a really good, really good period.
Colac Imperials, I've got Melbourne, the D's. I did see a few cheese platters out there at a few Imps games that I've been to. And they do tend to go to the snow about this time of the year, but they're up and about now.
I'm surprised you haven't mentioned Carlton 95. Them in Carlton 95.
I can see Tyke Foster out in the snow slopes.
No. I hope he might be tuning in now, Pete, so you better be careful because he's got the lawsuit waiting on you.
But I reckon Melbourne sort of prestige club, one of the older clubs in the competition in the CDFNL. Proud history.
Had a successful period, but hasn't been for a long time at the moment.
That's it, And... all right, Birregurra, I've got them as Hawthorn. I feel like they always seem to be, they contend. They go down and then bang, straight back up again. They contend maybe every 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, that's probably fair enough.
That's hard because I hate Hawthorn.
Yeah.
I like Birregurra and I like their chicken burgers. I haven't tried the chicken burgers at Hawthorn. I bet you they'll be terrible.
Yeah, no, look, Birregurra's had some pretty successful periods over the time. Like in the 80s, they had a pretty strong side. They come back there in
mid-90s.
in mid-90s.
Wayne Tyke went here.
They're never down for long, Birregurra.
And they can attract the big fish too, can't they?
Yeah, they can.
2016, 2017 from memory. They had a wonderful couple of years under Ben Bosley.
They did.
And then we go to Elvie. I've got him as Carlton.
Carlton.
Carlton, because prior to a couple of years ago, they had a pretty long premiership drought, but they reminded you that they won 12 flags prior to that. So they definitely reminded you. The old players, they sit back and they tell you about the heydays and all that. You can't walk past Elvie without. Doesn't matter where they were on the ladder. They sort of just remind you about their history. No other club does that to me. But they won that flag a couple of years ago. It sort of saved them a bit. But, I
sort of think Geelong. For
you like Elvie,
but they've always been in contention.
Yeah, okay. That's true. Yeah.
And they've always been a team that you think can win it, but they just haven't quite won it. So that was my comparison.
I just thought, again, being a neutral, talking to a lot of other clubs, you either hate them or you love them. Well, I feel like Carlton has that bit of a hatred about you. The same thing with Carlton. I don't think anyone in this room likes Carlton, do they, AJ?
They're all right.
Okay, all right.
An Essendon supporter say Carlton's all right.
Drew, you hate Carlton, don't you?
I don't like any side.
I don't like said yes for the...
I don't hate anyone.
You hate Carlton?
I'm a Richmond supporter. Richmond supporters don't like Carlton.
Curno, do you hate Carlton?
Yeah. No, I think... there's a lot of fans around Colac maybe don't like Geelong either, so...
Because of their success.
Yeah, exactly. It's a jealousy thing. And I think...
you better watch it, Pete, because I tell you what, there's not that much land left in Geelong. We're going to start giving players land here in Colac. So your farm might be next to Matt Rowe's farm in a couple of years.
I'm hoping Matt Rowe can buy my farm and I can retire.
Yeah.
Steve Hocking.
You put the feet up.
If Steve Hocking comes and knocks on your door and says, Pete, want to sell your farm to us?
And
you'll know where it's going.
Next time you have a cup of coffee with Steve Hocking, give him my phone number. I'm happy to enter negotiations.
Well, the one that I read this morning was Zach Butters could potentially become the job.
well,
Andy Maxim.
well, he would go well on a dairy farm, Butters, wouldn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Zach's Butter. That's your business there.
His
right
own
there,
brand name straight off.
Yeah, around the grounds, boys. In the reserves, about half coming up towards the halfway mark of the last quarter. South Colac lead by 12 points, 2-11. 23 lead the Colac Imperials 1-5-11. Meanwhile, in the A-grade netball, Birregurra just getting a nice little break at the moment as we close on at half-time there. They lead 27 to South Colac. 21 with the Colac Imperials waiting in the wings for them. And we'll probably without one of their star players too for the Imperials. So watch this space, Pete.
Oh, okay. Drewy's got a bit of inside info.
Yeah, so one of the star players, and it was in a moon boot, I've been told. So
okay.
Yeah, so very, very interesting to see what the next few days
Why do
ahead.
you reckon they call it a moon boot, Pete?
Moon boot?
Yeah.
Well,
Explain
probably
that to the listeners.
because Neil Armstrong wore those boots on the moon at some stage.
One small step for man, Pete.
Oh, good. That's some crisp stuff there from Team O'Hara and stuff.
I knew that was going to happen. You know, I shouldn't have allowed that. I do apologise to anyone that's listening, young children that wanted to learn about moon boots. Okay, I'm not going to ask you how a pool boy was invented.
Oh, no, better not. Take a break.
Yeah, we'll take a break, and after this preview, the big one, our big elimination final, Birregurra versus Irrewarra-Beeac. It's live and free on Mix FM, so stay tuned here on Mix FM.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live. The Monaro has been part of Australia's driving culture for over 50 years. Now it's time to show off your beloved machine at the Monaro Club of Victoria 2025 state titles. Bring your Monaro and celebrate this showcase of one of Australia's favourite dream machines. Entries close October 19. The Monaro Club of Victoria state titles and show and shine. Sunday, November 23 at Geelong Baptist College. For details, visit monaroclubvic.com.au. Proudly supported by Mix FM.
Tired of sleeping on your old bed? Harvey Norman mattress clearance is on now. Discontinued and ex-display stock is priced to clear. Hot deals on big Australian-made brands including Sealy Posturepedic, King Coil by AH Beard and Sleepmaker. Plus bonus standard local delivery on selected in-store purchases over $9.99. Floor stock mattresses priced to clear plus bonus standard local delivery. Be quick, must end Sunday. Conditions and some exclusions apply. Bonus delivery on in-store purchases only. At Harvey Norman Bedding, Warn Ponds.
Looking for a bargain on your next car or ute? You'll find it at Ballarat's cheapest cars and utes. The best deals in town, bar none. With over 30 years in the business, this family-owned dealership has stacks of vehicles ready to go. Finance available online, plus free delivery across Victoria. Check out the full range at ballaratscheapestcars.com.au or visit the dealership on the corner of Howard and Burbank Streets, Wendouree. Adam CT 12622.
Is home or business security on your mind? Trust Stevcom, a fully licensed and accredited installer. They can plan the best security solution for you. Alarm, CCTV or door access control. Don't risk it. Choose Stevcom for peace of mind.
It's Dairy Month on Mix FM and Greg Allen Farm Machinery is right behind our local farmers. From mowers and muck spreaders to feed-out wagons and silage gear, they've got the gear to keep your dairy operation running strong. With trusted brands like Valtra, Joskin, Samaz, Elo and Pottinger, plus local advice you can count on, they're here to help you get the job done. Greg Allen Farm Machinery, Colac and Hamilton, backing our dairy farmers this Dairy Month on Mix FM.
Discover a smarter, faster, greener way to build with Echidna Built, a new standard in modular construction. Eco-friendly, high-quality modular buildings, tailored solutions for modern living and working. Perfect for expanding your home or growing your business. Design options range from 1 and 2 bedroom second dwellings or 2, 3 and 4 bedroom homes. Crafted with meticulous detail, every module blends modern aesthetics with sustainable practices. echidnabuilt.com.au, part of the CMTP Group.
Sports Power Colac are proud supporters of local footy and netball. Good luck to the CDFNL clubs and the Colac Tigers on the road to premiership glory. If you need to restock the kit, see the team at Sports Power Colac, your local finals experts.
For over 4 decades, Genuine Brothers has been the name you can trust in steel across the Colac community. They bring experience and dedication to every project. For over 30 of those years, Colac Roll Forming still manufactures with Australian blue scope materials, from roofing, fencing, gutters and tech screws, Zincalume and Colorbond flashings, up to 6 metres long, are made in the factory for same day and next day deliveries. Genuine Brothers, where steel, sheds and roofing products run in the family.
At the Colac-Otway Shire Council, we're proud to be locals helping locals, delivering essential services, hosting community events, protecting and enhancing the environment we live in. The Colac-Otway Shire can be contacted 7 days a week, even outside business hours. Visit one of our customer service centres in Colac or Apollo Bay. Share your ideas and feedback via our website, colacotway.vic.gov.au, and keep your eyes open for job opportunities with Council. This is your Shire where we all love to live, work and play.
Thanks to Echidna Built. It's the pre-game show on CDFNL Live.
Yeah, it's the 2025 CDFNL Live Final Series broadcast. All thanks to the Bridgestone Service Centre Colac. Elimination final day today. It's Irrewarra-Beeac taking on Birregurra. We've been to both of these games or the current meetings during the year. It was Birregurra in the first half of the year having a big win at Irrewarra, and then Irrewarra-Beeac defeated Birregurra at Birregurra later in the year. So they're 1-1, and this shapes up to be an absolute beauty. We've got the full crew here: Max Blake, Drew Simmons, your callers, AJ Brody on the stats, and Pete Mulheron on his swivel chair that he snuck in to the central. But Pete, what are you looking forward to this game?
Oh, I just think it's going to be a ripper game. There's good matchups all over the place here today. We've seen Birregurra early in the season with their structure, that really a solid structure behind the ball, and we've seen them go through with some injuries throughout the year, but they've been able to maintain their structure and got themselves a place in the finals. But I'm looking forward to the clash in the ruck there today.
Robertson and Haywood.
Indy Paddock back in. So he hasn't played many games this year, but he's back in there again. We've got a few young blokes like Hamish Darrick. I'm keen to see the two Darrick boys play, Hamish and Flynn. Nick Arnold has showed some form at centre half forward, so can he provide a target there? Then on the Irrewarra-Beeac side of things, Maxie Hutchison, we've seen him go in and do the Mitchie Thornton role against Colac Imperials a couple of weeks ago. So can he continue with that form? Bryce McDonald across half back, that intercept defender, can he hold the fort again today? Then we got Tommy Swain and Tommy Enor, who really provided some really good run and carry against Imps that day. So can they get off the chain today?
Question for you, Pete. Well, you spoke about structure, because we saw them two games, both these guys played twice this year and was one apiece, and on smaller grounds. Coming onto a big ground like this, what does that do to your structure? Because you've got a bit more room to work with.
Yeah, it does. It makes it a lot harder. Like, we've seen the two Hanley boys really work well together on those smaller grounds. It's going to be much harder for them to stay close together if the opposition set up and draw them apart. So we've seen that yesterday with Elvie, where they were able to separate the lawn defenders and on the wider ground and create that space. And Dom Dare had the leading lane that he was able to run into, and Jesse Williamson had some room to work as well. So that's what you need to be able to do here today. So we've seen it yesterday again with lower your eyes, look for the options, just don't bomb it long to 15 metres out straight in front of goal. It's too easy to defend.
Yeah, Berry, we saw Berry about a month ago, and you weren't here for that game as well, but I've never seen Berry good players use the ball, did not use the ball as well as they should have. They were under no pressure at all, and they keep coughing up under no pressure at all. So coming to a finals-like experience, because this is new ground for some of these players, for the Saints, and Irrewarra-Beeac have had a lot of experience over the past couple of years. How important do you think it's going to play, especially when the game gets hot?
Well, we've seen, again, I'll go back to yesterday's game, the last quarter, the way Elvie used the ball in the last quarter, and they just really didn't let Lorne get their hands on the ball early in the quarter. They had to work really hard to create the turnover. So it's a big space out here, so there's plenty of room. So if you can run to space and your kicking is up to standard, it can be really tough to get the ball back off you.
Charlie Morrissey, it's great seeing he has worked his way back after getting dropped a few weeks ago. He's kicked 10 goals in the last 2 weeks. We saw what he can do in the final series. He doesn't have to kick a big bag. He can follow up with second and third efforts here as well. He's got a massive role in this game.
He has, and I think the big ground will suit Charlie. He's when we've seen Charlie play well, he leads up to the ball really well. He's more a lead-up forward than a contested mark forward. So I think the big ground will suit him and give him some space. So the thing that Irrewarra-Beeac have got to remember is to put the ball into the space, not on top of Charlie's head. Yeah. As we seen yesterday again with Dom Dare, when the ball was put out in front of him, very hard to stop. The
wind's probably a little bit different today. We saw all of them going down to the city end of the ground. Today, it's blowing right behind the commentary positions, going right to left. So I think you can pretty much score either end.
Yeah, I think you can score at either end. If you bring it out to the grandstand side, for those sitting at home and can't see it, I think you can score from the grandstand side at either end.
That's the key here, Pete. You know, people probably watching on the live stream and stuff like that wouldn't realise that the outer side of the ground is really soft underfoot. You're not going to get a lot from even if the wind's blowing out that way. Always, Pete. Hickey mentioned it in the pre-game. Attack the grandstand side. Attack grandstand side.
You've got the grandstand and you've got the social rooms that give you some cover. So from this side of the ground, you're less wind affected at the city end. The other end, you've got the youth club there, and the breeze would be slightly going towards those goals. So I think from at either end, you'll be able to score. From this side of the ground.
The reserves has just finished here, and South Colac have knocked out the reigning, have knocked out their arch rivals 2-13-25 to the Cats 2-5-17. So they'll move on to take on Irrewarra-Beeac next Sunday in the first semi-final. And I'll just give you a score update in the A-grade netball. It is 6 goals to difference in favour of Birregurra 33-27. That's about halfway through the third term. So seniors are about to get underway very, very shortly here. Skies, there's a few dark clouds about.
It doesn't look like rain, though. It's overcast, but doesn't look like it's going to rain.
It just had those couple of annoying light drizzles during the course of the morning. Just played a little bit effect of the game so far, but it shapes up to be a really interesting afternoon as the Saints are the first team and the umpires are out on the ground at the moment.
Yeah, and I reckon the Imps boys will be on the beers in about 6 minutes' time.
6 minutes, to be precise. I like that sort of thing as well.
So Lippy won't be doing the show tomorrow?
No, I don't. I reckon he might need a day off.
Do you reckon Lippy would be a wine man?
He likes a beer.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of class.
It's a low carb beer.
Low carb beer.
On the Stefcom stats, AJ, who do you expect to dominate on the stat sheet?
Well, I tell you, on the Bombers side of things, boys, I reckon Bryce McDonald, he always takes the kick-ins, usually goes out of the goal square, so he ends up with probably 25 kicks often, you know.
I was talking to him earlier, he's ready to go.
Yeah, apart from him, I was really impressed with Tom Enel last week, Pete. I thought he was very important in the draw against the Imperials. Cooper Stevens is always busy.
Yeah.
The defence last time that Irrewarra-Beeac played Birregurra when we were there a few weeks ago, they really stood up. The tall guys like Josh Howlett, Mitch Gawn, I'll be keen to see them. And Bailey Robinson in the ruck competed really well in the games that we've seen him play this year. So I'm keen to see him. Birregurra's side of things, Ethan Floyd, very important role to play. His penetrating left foot is used to absolute effect often by Birregurra's side of things, so I expect him to get a lot of kicks. I want a big game from Will Hutchison, Pete.
Yep.
He's been quiet the last few times we've seen him. Early in the year, he was electrifying. I want to see a big game on the big stage from Will Hutchison. Apart from those boys, the two Handley guys in defence are excellent. Indy Paddock coming into the side has been in and out of the side this year through injury and things like that. I want to see a big game from him. And the Derrick boys as well, I think, are two real young guns in this competition. Yeah. So I want to see a big game from those boys.
I reckon today's a day that Will Hutchinson shows us.
Well, he needs to, doesn't he?
Because he's been okay. Glimpses of brilliance in the games that we've broadcast. A lot of Birri people are saying, "Oh, you're missing the games that he's dominated in." But I reckon today, bigger ground. He's a good use of the footy. I think he's going to have a really good game of football, and that's what makes this game so interesting. The Bombers were so impressive last week without getting the job done, but they came a draw to the top side. Really challenged them. Great first half. And then they got challenged in the last quarter and were able to draw it. Ice in his veins, our man Zachy Wills kicked that goal to level it. But Yeah, today, if both sides have their A game on, it's going to be a cracker. The Saints really reliable in defence. Structural-wise, if they can keep those structures, it's going to be hard for the Bombers. But the Bombers, the last couple of times we've seen them, so impressive attacking-wise.
Yeah.
They don't have a big key forward, but they go inside forward 50 a lot.
Yeah, they do. I think Ethan Floyd could play a big part in this game today. He's a really penetrating kick, and we've seen the chaos that Lockie Irrewarra-Beeac caused yesterday with getting that extra distance on his kick. So he could be that disruptor that really causes panic in the Irrewarra-Beeac back line today. But Irrewarra-Beeac, really Enor and the other young fella Swain.
Yep.
When they really got on their bike against Imps, they caused a bit of
chaos.
As well, because they run and carry the ball. They probably don't kick it as far as the likes of your Floyd, but the fact that they run and carry and then kick, they're still probably an 80 metre player when they really get on the loose. So I think that's something that Birregurra will have to keep an eye on.
Could the winner of today's game challenge Lorne next week, though? That's one thing I walk into these elimination finals. The Bombers haven't got a great record against Lorne, going back to last year. Couldn't beat them last year.
But they've got some good record in the elimination finals, Max, in the past.
But Irrewarra just couldn't get near Lorne at all in the two games we've seen them play against them. And then Birregurra this year almost got the chocolates at round one. Apparently the game against Lorne in the middle of the year, such a high standard, but just the last quarter they fell into a heap. I think Lorne kicked 8 goals to zip and ended up winning pretty convincingly. But are these two, can they challenge the Dolphins?
Absolutely. I think it's probably as close a final series as we've ever seen. We think that the top three are a little bit better, but when you come to finals, sometimes you're not always at your peak. So you've just got to present the best possible team that you can, and that game. Yeah, I think they're certainly well and truly able to challenge next week.
We'll go around the call box. We'll get our tips, margin, and first goal kicker. AJ Stats Brady, who are you going for, dude?
I'm going to go for Irrewarra-Beeac by 5 points. Close game, and first goal kicker, I'll go Charlie Morrissey.
Oh, good one. Take the easy bet first.
Yes.
Drewy?
I've really liked Irrewarra-Beeac for the last couple of weeks, so I think they'll win by 12 points, and I'm going to go for the first goal kick. I'm going to go Maxi Hutchison.
He took my man. I'm going to go Irrewarra-Beeac by 10 points, and I'll go for Cooper Stevens.
I'm going to go... I'm tossing and turning about this, but I'm going to go with Birri. I reckon Birri just might click in the gear today. I think the Bombers... I feel like last week might have just taken a little bit out of him. No Dylan Flanagan, and no Dylan Flanagan
loss
for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Yes, so tough loss because he's such a big ball user on this ground. I'm going Birri by 2 kicks, and my man Joel Hayward to snag the first. The youngster. So both sides breaking up, and I didn't see who won the toss. Did you see that?
Cooper Stevens won the toss, and I'll kick to this town end of this first.
Town end?
Yep.
Is that against the Breeze?
It's hard to tell, really.
I reckon the Breeze is going across the ground a little bit.
Not a huge breeze, Pete.
Today.
Not a huge
Not
breeze,
as big as yesterday.
I done the Matty Lloyd test earlier.
Yeah, I was there with you.
And
was your toupee fall off?
And it went across towards the swimming pool.
And Ty Foster, no doubt, gave you a little bit of stick for it.
Yeah, he did. He thought the wind was blowing the other way.
Did Peter Hickey tie down the windsock again?
He has.
Birregurra 40 lead South Colac 33. That's in the third term then, thanks to Theodore Bidai group, with the Colac Imperials awaiting the winner of that one. So we're just about set to go here.
Good to see our man Jackie Brogan hasn't shaved that exquisite mustache.
Doesn't that look magnificent?
So
he's a 10 out of 10.
Hutchison in the centre square for the first bounce.
That's what we want to see, Pete.
Yeah.
Mark Robb, Timmy Whitehead, and I can't see where the other umpire is. On the Dougie Evans is the other one.
Hamish Darrick in there for the first centre bounce.
Well, he had a cracking game against these two sides in the first part of the season.
So here we go. Winner goes through, loser says goodbye to 2025. Away we go. Paddock and the ruggy went to ground. Darroch there's the bloke we just spoke about, couldn't quite take it cleanly. Zybell, Hutchison gets tackled straight away, and we're going to get the secondary ball up right next alongside the centre circles. So both sides will take a while to settle down. You would think there'll be a few nerves like yesterday. Up we go again. Paddock pushed Robertson out of the way. He won the tap down. Enor fires out a hand pass to Maxie Hutchison. Caught by Darroch. Play on to the umpire. Ball locked up, and we're going to get another stoppage.
He looks possessed, Hamish Darroch.
He does.
Doesn't he?
He's built for finals.
Yeah, he is, and he's only 16.
Yeah,
Scary what he can do in the next few years. Back, ball thrown up again. Knocked forward by Paddock, up to centre half forward. Comes out there to McDonald. Snapping ball up towards left half forward. It's an awkward ball. Carmody paddled over the top. Coming through on dedication there was Bosley. Bosley's right foot kick to centre wing's a beauty. And Arnold's mark on the full stretch on centre wing. Broadcast side. He goes outside towards centre half forward. It's a good kick. Harry Jarvis has marked it. Too far out to score. He goes inside 50 with a low foot kick in towards the forward zone. Zybell's there. Well tackled in the end. Kind of high pressure there was Howard. Picked up by Cunnington. Pambasel on the ground to Serenoski. Did he get one high? Umpire said he did. Free kick will go to Birregurra, and they'll have the first shot on goal directly in front.
Already Paddock is on top on the ruck, Pete.
Yeah, look, he punched that ball 15 metres clear, didn't he, at the last bounce?
And Matty Serenoski will have the first shot at goal, 35 metres out directly in front. Been one of the major recruits. He's just played the 13 games this year. 8 goals to his name, but the times we've seen him this year, he's looked very impressive. He's a speedster. He's back in the side today, and this will be a nice start for the Saints, who haven't won a final since the 2018 second semi. He comes in now from about 35. On its way, it's off to the right, not coming back enough. For the first score of this elimination final on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard, Irrewarra-Beeac yet to trouble the score as we play 2 minutes opening quarter.
So the Bombers with the kick-out duties. Future coach McDonald with the footy, and he finds Howlett back over the top to McDonald. McDonald now kicks on the outer side. Finds Cooper Stevens on his defensive 50 flank. He's going to go inbound to the middle of the ground. Good ball usement here. Hutchison's got the football. Maxie still on the edge of the centre square, favouring Birregurra's attacking side. Hutchinson now kicks the centre half forward. Almost a pack mark there.
They're on here.
But the Bombers now go inside the forward 50. It's an open slather, and it's Slater. Got it to Morrissey, and Morrissey kicks a goal.
Jeez.
There was 2-on-1 there for the Bombers, and Charlie, who kicked the first goal of the Bombers finals campaign last year in the grand final as well, kicks their opening goal in the finals campaign in 2025. So the Bombers won straight 6, Birregurra 1 behind 1 point. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. And we've gone 3 minutes. How did he get 2-on-1 in that forward line?
He was on himself for half an hour.
He was. The Birregurra system broke down there, and AJ's doing high fives here everywhere because he's got the first goal kicker.
A couple of Birregurra defenders ran into each other. One of them fell over, and that's what created the extra number with Irrewarra-Beeac, Pete.
Yeah. But taking that short option, it drew people up to the player, Birri defence towards the ball, and the Irrewarra blokes got on their bike and break free.
Goal number 30 for the season at the Saints. Winner to get out of the middle through Paddock. Kick to centre half forward, but getting in front and taking the mark is Bryce McDonald. He marks on centre half back. He goes to the wing position. Jacob Frampton, we were impressed with him last week, and he was impressive against Berry a few weeks ago. That's a nice ball. Finds Maxie Hutchison. He started well like he did last week.
2 marks, Steph Comstats.
Defensive side of the wing for the Bombers. Kicks up the line. Carmen, he should mark this. Ball spills to the back. Done. Hand pass missed Swain in the end. Darroch mops up there for the Saints. Did he run too far? Umpire just got rid of it in time. Coming through there, Flynn Darroch, his brother, gets it on hand to Jarvis. Jarvis has kicked to the wing position. 2-on-1 there in favour of the Bombers. But Howlett should mop this up. He's just had a momentary fumble to think about things. Good enough to get the hand pass back to Gaunt. To Wheels, who was very, very good here. Back to Gaunt. Good kick over the top. Carmen, he's by himself again here. He's got 20. Back to Jacob Frampton. He sent us the kick towards centre half forward. It's not a great kick, however. Hanley. Hand pass, Mr. Floyd. Turnover done. Tackled by that man, Floyd. Ball pins to him, and we're ball up. So Bombers have settled a little bit better.
Yeah, they have their paces worrying Birregurra early in this game.
Light drizzle starting to fall here. Good crowd in here on this Sunday afternoon, the last day of winter. Zydbell hacks the kick towards the wing position. Arnold there, couldn't quite take it. Ball spills to the back there. That's a throw on Curtis. How that wasn't paid, I wouldn't know. Umpire lets it go. Comes out to Flynn Darroch. It's a helicopter kick. It's a 1-on-1 inside 50. Cunnington's back there on this occasion with Stonehouse. Stonehouse did really well. Hacked it off the ground. The Bombers should clear it through Maxie Hutchison. He's on start like a house on fire.
He goes inbound looking for Stevens. Good pressure there by Jake Williamson. Darroch. Hamish. He's tackled there by Stevens. And there'll be a ball up on centre wing right in front of the canteen. Otway doing a magnificent job today on the barbecue and the deep fryers.
Darroch's been getting his hand on the ball in these contested.
Built for finals, Pete. Here was Paddock and won the tap out. Williamson charges through. So does Frampton. Hutchison's there. Rolls out of bounds. Boundary throw in front of the netball courts on the half-forward flank here.
Three-quarter time in the A-grade netball. Birregurra 44, leads South Colac 35 at three-quarter time.
Oh, so Birri in the box seat to win that elimination final. 9 points up in the A-grade netball. So boundary throwing. 60 out from the Saints goal. Doing all the attacking except one time. Birri, the Bombers got it through and they got a goal. Here's Hutchinson now. Winds up. Kicks to the right forward pocket there. Off hands. Mitch Gort's got the football now. He switches and he finds a teammate, Tommy Enor, and he's off to the rafters. He goes inbound looking for Dunn. Couldn't get to him. Bosley's there as well. It's Stephen. He comes out now. Floyd's there.
Correct.
He's going to be pinned on the footy. Free kick goes the way of Hadley. So he's got the football now at half-back for the Saints. He's going to go down to centre half forward. Big pack around this. Hayward couldn't take the mark, but he's going to get the free kick just on the 50. He's going to wind up. He sells some candy. Old mate Joel Hayward has a fly. Oh! This is point of the day. Point of the day, Joel Hayward. Do we have a sting for that one? No.
We wish.
2 points, the Saints. One straight.
He done all the hard work there, Joel Hayward. He just couldn't quite finish.
Entertaining start to this elimination final. As Bryce McDonald's going to take the kicking duties again for Irrewarra-Beeac. He's going to come broadcast side. It's a long kick. Wills is underneath it there. Bozer got up high, but Howard from 3 deep took a really good class over centre, but in fact he's going to take it off him.
Yeah, no, it should have been a free kick. The hands in the back there from
and Wills
22.
Goes short, finds Carmody. Of course, a former LV Premiership player from a couple of years ago. He goes back inside to Ramos. We've been really impressed with him. One of the mid-seasons recruit from North Geelong, of course, and that's a poor kick and a turnover. Darryl cops up now. He goes to centre half forward. It was an awkward ball to carry for Hayward. Trying to get back price and pressure. McDonald started well. Good courage by Middleton. Took his eye off the footy. Coming through on that occasion again was Ramos. Darroch's there as well. Here's Andrews trying to paddle the ball to centre wing, but up to the task again was Bosley. Coming through on that occasion, Ramos. Plans to call Middleton. Good tackle. Ball pinned to him, and Timmy Whitehead says, give it to me, lads. And I'll throw it up right inside the field of play. Gee, it's a good start to this elimination final. Charlie Morrissey, the only goal kicker so far. Ball thrown in, good crowd. One down by Paddock. Tried us to paddle the forward. Coming through to Hutchison. Looks like Tommy Frampton's got the job on him again.
Yeah, he has.
Free kick to Curtis. Goes to inside, it's 50. That's a nice kick to Nick Arnold. He's 50 metres out from goal.
Could have a crack here. It's a big kick. We've seen a couple of big roosters he's done at Birregurra.
He has to work this from right
is he
to
better
left.
on the run, Max?
Nah, better set shot.
He has to work this from right to left because the wind's going across the ground. So Nick Arnold has kicked 17 goals this year. Game number 75 in senior level. Puts on its way. That is a beautiful looking kick. And kicks a captain's goal, and the Saints are on the board. Goal that they contend, and the Saints regain the lead.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
That was a beautiful finish from Nick Arnold. We know how good of a year he's had so far in 2025. And the Saints regained the lead. 1-2-8. Irrewarra-Beeac 1 straight 6. We played 9 minutes on the Richardson's real estate time clock. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard. Pete, repeat entries is what the key for the Saints.
It is. Nick Arnold's been working hard up and down the ground. He's had a couple of possessions now and presented really well there, but that's a great finish in a final.
So back in the middle, Saints by 2 points. Paddock wins the tap out, dominating the ruck at the moment. Williamson in the middle, hand pass looking for Floyd. He trips over his own boot. Williamson got the backwards hand pass over the top now. Finds Bryce, who kicks the centre half forward. Arnold couldn't take it. Gort got it over the top to Farr. Farr now switches on his defensive 50 and finds McDonald. He winds up on the outer side wing. He finds Tommy Enor right in front of the old scoreboard here at the Central. Tommy Enor just taking a bit of a break. He's going to go inbound with his kick. Sorry, outbound. He's gone even further wide, and he finds Frampton, who goes inbound, but almost stolen there by Cashman, but Slater takes the mark. So Haydos Slater now kicks the centre half forward for the Bombers. Big pack around this one. Stanner couldn't take the mark. Saints with the numbers. Hadley's got the football now. Sends the ball out of defensive 50 for the Saints, and he finds a teammate there. Good work there by Bosley. Hand pass wasn't great, though. Put Cashman under enormous pressure there.
Oh, he's
Has to get around one. Couldn't get around the second. Good tackle there by Charles Andrews. Has to get around one. Couldn't get around the second. Good tackle there by Charles Andrews. Has to get around one. Couldn't get around the second. Good tackle there by Charles Andrews. Has to get around one. Couldn't get around the second. Good tackle there by Charles Andrews. Has to get around one. Couldn't get around the second. Good tackle there by Charles Andrews. Has to get around one. Couldn't get around the second. Good tackle there by Charles Andrews. Has to get around one. Couldn't get around the second. Good tackle there by Charles Andrews. Has to get around one. Couldn't get around the second. Good tackle there by Charles Andrews. Has to get around one. Couldn't get around the second. Good tackle there by Charles Andrews. Has to get around one. Couldn't get around the second. Good tackle there by Charles Andrews. Has to get around one. Couldn't get around the second So Andrews has got it just outside the 50. Quick hand pass over the top to Enor. Enor puts it inside the forward 50. Swain couldn't take it. Arnold's got the footy now for the Saints. He roosts in the middle of the ground, but Gaunt takes a big mark. So Gaunt's taking the mark. He's going to go in short. And he finds a teammate now. They're working the ball forward. Carmody puts it into the left forward pocket, looking for Morrissey. Couldn't take the mark, but Morrissey follows up on a good tackle. Now it's Gaunt again. Hand pass just outside the 50. Swain puts it inside the forward 50 in the left forward pocket. Good defensive mark there by Indy Paddock. Class Harvest Centre. Mark of the day right in front of the Colac Tigers social rooms.
It's great to see him back in. He goes over to Chop. By Suraratsky. Still inside their defensive 50 area at the moment, the Saints. As light drizzle continues to fall. Goes to 15-metre pass to Zidbell. He gives it back to Seronotsky and he runs off half-back. Kicks very wide towards the wing position. No mark taken. Somehow it stayed in play. Wills. Back it goes to Howard. Caught. Should be holding the ball. He had just too much time to think about things. And the free kick will go to Bryce in for his first game since round 8. And he's going to quickly... Oh, he ran himself into all sorts of trouble. Just got the kick away, but he's given up. He's going to get a free kick tackle. For a sling tackle. And it's going to be a free kick to Bryce. Probably a bit fortunate there. He just didn't really need to do that. I think he would have got the free kick for holding the ball anyway.
Yeah, I think he would have.
Gets a hand back to Seronotsky. Goes up towards inside 50. Arnold's got the sit. Just jumped too early. Ball still in the forward pocket position now. The free kick's been picked out. And it's going to go to... I think it's going to go Wills. I think he was... Unrealistic attempt there to Arnold. He jumped Wiles too early, so Wills goes across the face of goal, and Gaunt now has it there. He's going to run up towards the outer side. One-on-ones everywhere. Brogdon has to come impact, but he doesn't. Mark taken there by Stonehouse. He's had a good year. He's had a good last few weeks. He has it there at former North Shore product. He goes over the top and finds far. How far can he kick it? It's going to be the next question. And he's kicked it straight into the man on the mark of Russell. Russell now has to get there. Turned it over again, the Bombers. They go inside 50 again. Williamson there. Good punch away by Gaunt. Ramos caught straight away. And umpire says, give it to me and I'll throw it up on the 50-metre line for the Saints, who just settling a little bit better in the last few minutes than the Bombers, that held a 2-point advantage at the 13-minute mark.
I'm going to put a swear jar here, and anyone that says far and how far he can kick it, it's $1 in the swear jar. Here's a chance for Darroch and Hutchinson, but Darroch gathers the football, kicks the ball high for the Saints, couldn't take the mark. And it's slipped out to the defensive 50. Andrews for the Bombers trying to gather the football, just can't. Slippery ball. Again, Bombers now just loaded out. Big high kick to centre wing. Cashman underneath this one. Russell puts in a body. Cashman trips over his own foot. It was Stevens who got it to Swain. Swain over the top now. The Bombers trying to work it here. Here's Tommy Enor. He sends the ball inside the forward 50. Couldn't take the mark there. It's off hands. Hadley's there as well. Jarvis is lurking. Good work there by Carmody. Traps it. But good work by Hanley.
No.
His kick was a very dangerous one, but Jarvis has taken the mark. Still in their defensive 50. They've switched it to the grandstand side. Player loose on the wing here. Sironoski's got it. He goes for a cheeky bounce, but he's able to pick it up again on centre wing. Loads up. Saints back inside the forward 50, but a good unopposed mark there by Joz Howlett. A big move there from the forward line to the back line. And he's got it over top to Slater.
He's got it on defensive 50 at the moment. Just not sure where to kick to at the moment. It's an free-flowing game at the moment. Kick wide looking for Swain is a bit too wide for him. No, the breeze took it with him. And we'll get a boundary throw and smack bang on centre wing. We'll get a netball score thanks to Theodore Bediatrids. It's in the last quarter. Birregurra leading by 6. 49 plays South Colac 43. We'll keep an eye on that because we all know Irrewarra-Beeac will take on Elvie next Saturday in the second semi-final. Like they've done for the past 3 years. Well, the Imps will have to play, you think, Birregurra from here on in, as Hayward just hacks the kick out towards right half forward. It's a bouncing football there. Fark overran the football, but mopped up by McDonald. He kicks up towards the wing position there. Flynn Darroch's got the box, but Hayward read it well, took the mark. He quickly plays on, and he shows a nice little turn of foot like Treasure the Moment did yesterday. That's a good kick inside 50. Jarvis couldn't mark it. Cunnington lays a good tackle on Howlett. Ball pin, and we'll get another stoppage deep inside 50, about 20 metres from goal.
How about the move of Cunnington going forward, Pete? I think he kicked 3 or 4 last week against Selby, and they said it was a bit of a win.
Yeah, no, he's pretty quick on the ground, across the ground. Beautiful pick-up before.
Hutchison, nice through traffic, but he threw it, according to the umpire. And the free kick will be taken in defensive 50. And I think it's Maxie Hutchison who's got the free kick. He's going to go towards there. That's a Interesting kick. I don't know about it worked to Frampton. His kick was partly smothered off the boot, so the Bombers just a little bit nervy with ball in hand at the last couple of minutes. As Middleton happy to take it over, and we'll get a boundary throw and smack bang on centre wing. Score check 15.5 played in this elimination final. Birregurra 1-2-8. Irrewarra-Beeac a 1 straight 6 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Nick Allen will be the only goal kicker for the Saints, which was a ripper too. And Charlie Morrissey, the goal kicker so far for the Bombers.
So dead set, centre win this boundary throwing. It is Slater up against my man Haywood. Slater wins the tap out. Haywood, though, tries to rove the football. Darroch off ground level. Chancey now for a Zybel, and Darroch just bangs the ball. That's Hamish inside the forward 50 for the Saints. Left forward pocket rolls out of bounds. Boundary thrown about 35 out from the Saints goal. They kick into the Blue Water Leisure Centre of the ground. The Bombers kick into the city end in this opening quarter.
It's interesting watching the Birregurra defence. They give their opponent plenty of leash. They don't worry too much about being too close to him when
Jarvis wins the tap out. Arnold gets it over top to Darroch. Thumping kick. Oh, Wills, our man, all by himself in that goal square, takes an unopposed class over centre. Mark today, he was MVP, the RSL player of the game when these two sides last met about 4 weeks ago. Wills now sends the ball. Wasn't a great kick there by our man. We're going to send him out for adoption for that. And it's was it out on the full, or did it just slipped out? Just centimetre perfect.
Just bounced inside the field of play by about a metre, I reckon.
So Saints leading by 2 points, 1-2-8 to 1 straight 6. Boundary throwing 55 out from the Birregurra goal. They have done pretty much, I'm going to say 90% of the attack in this quarter.
Yeah, I reckon.
Bombers have only been down a couple of times and they've scored.
If you're the Bombers, I think you'd be pretty happy. Their backline's been superb.
It has. It's been solid.
Yeah, they've been like that for the second half of the year.
Yeah, they've been getting beaten around the stoppages is where their biggest issue is at the moment.
17.5 gone in this first quarter. Thanks to FSR Equip. You're on Mix FN, another boundary throwing. Haywood wins the tap out. Trying to pluck it out there with Stevens. Here comes Cash.
Oh.
Flick here is Middleton. Gets out of the Hutchison tackle. And Middleton now kicks to centre half forward. Bouncing ball. Bosley's going to pick up the football. Just gets ball in the boot and goes about 30 metres forward. Almost to the top of the centre half forward position here. Curtis is underneath it, wants it, but he's given away a free kick to McDonald.
Gee, he's started well, Bryce McDonald. He's a good player. But he started so well today. He's at centre half back. So the Bombers defence have kept them right in this game because the Saints have dominated. Good kick. Looking that time for Andrews. Ball through his fingertips, but the ball's at the back to Jacob Frampton. Kicks towards half forward. It's a beautiful kick. Finds Gort. 52 metres from goal. He's going to go inside. Good kick. And Swain in the hole. That was pretty lazy defence there from Birregurra. And Tommy Swain, he kicked 3 goals. He's been in good form recently. And he'll go back. And against the flow, we'll have the chance to put the Bombers back in front from about 40 metres out on a slight angle. He's kicked so far this year 11 goals, hasn't missed a game this year, hasn't missed a game since coming back from 45, and that is magnificent. Touched on the line by Hanley and through for a rush behind. It looked good off the boot, but just fell a metre short. And the margin's back to that margin, which is 1 point. We know what it's like when these two sides played in finals in recent years. So Floyd, chipping ball over the top's okay. And marked by Russell. He gives it back to Floyd at a defensive 50. That's a good short kick. Finds Cashman inside the field of play. He's becoming a very good player for the Saints. He's a very consistent player. Decides to go in. Yeah, that's a poor kick. Ramos probably should have marked it. Decided to let the spoil. Coming through there was but it ran out of room with Andrews. He was away then. Boundary throw in here. So if you're the Bombers, Pete, I think you'd be pretty happy to be only a point behind.
Yeah, look, the majority of the game's being played inside Birregurra's forward 50 at the moment.
Yeah, Saints are home in the A-grade netball. They lead 55-47 with a couple of minutes left.
So we've gone 19.5. Here's Cashman. Hand pass looking for Darroch. He's going to get the footy. He goes hand pass. Stolen. Stannard's tackled right in the ground there by Paddock. And it'll be a ball up.
Have you seen Mick today, Pete?
No, he's down behind the goals waiting for the ball.
Here's a chance now for the Saints. Ball going towards the boundary line there. Cashman's got the football. Has to get the hand pass over top to Hutchison, but he ran out of tarmac. And it's gone out of bounds. And another boundary throwing.
Interesting first quarter now.
Beautiful rainbow in the backdrop there at the Otway area.
Get a photo of that, won't you, Max?
Have a go for a run, Pete. See if you can see that pot of gold.
Boundary throws
Get a ticket out of here.
Coming through Jacob, friend. I like this start to his game. Snapping ball up towards half forward. Carmody come to meet her, but Bosley's kept his cool and took a really strong class over centre mark of the day. He had to stood tall in that contest, and he did. Because Carmody was coming at 100 mile an hour. Good keg, well done there by Tom Frampton as he tackles Jarvis over the line. We'll get a toss back into play. Another big job for Tom Frampton this afternoon. He's got Hutchison.
Yeah, we've seen him take on Bailey Scott last game we've seen. He's started on Hutchison today.
And he, for the first half, he actually did a pretty good job on him too.
He did.
Boundary throw in as we close in on quarter time. Robertson tried to get the ball, but he couldn't take it cleanly. Coming through Zidbell. Dropped the ball. Play on to call. Hutchison there for the Saints got tackled straight away. And we're going to get a ball up. Of course, the winner is to take on Lorne, the reigning champions, next Sunday in the first semi-final. And the loser will start getting ready for 2026 in a few months' time. Zidbell, up and under kick. Should have been a holding going on there with McDonald. He punches the ball. He's looking for the boundary line, and he finds it. Boundary throw in as we approach the 21.5 minute mark. Pete, in terms of a structural point of view, how have you seen both sides
look,
holding
I've been
up?
watching Birregurra's back line. They're interesting. They guard space rather than their opponent. They're quite happy to stand off their opponent and give them space. So if Irrewarra can turn the ball over and get over the back, there's goals there to be had.
Paddock wins the tap out, comes out to Williamson, kicks the ball forward for the Saints. McDonald tried to sort of trap it. Arnold's there. Curtis' kick was smothered. It's inside the forward 50. Curtis again goes for seconds. Haywood's lurking. Good work there by Howlett. Just bangs the ball out of defence for the Bombers. Goes near to that ball, caught side of the ground. Ramos is lurking. He gathers the football. Well, there's your quarter time siren. She's a low scorer, but it is a tight tussle, and it's a 1 point ball game. We've got the close one. Elimination final. It is Berry 1-2-8 leading the Bombers 1-1-7. Nick Arnold, the goal kicker for the Saints, and Charlie Morrissey, the goal kicker for the Bombers. Stay tuned. Big second quarter ahead of us here on Mix FM.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL.
Was there an arm chop there? No, there wasn't. Here he is. Bailey Scott dribbles along the ground. It's bouncing across the face, but he might map up and run his own ball. He does. Goes back and kicks one of the goals of the year.
Touched it. Oregon.
A half forward. You're going to leave it Slater. Good punch away. Stevens runs it beautifully. Gets around one. Check sides on the ground. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Cooper Stevens. Class with a
Points the margin. Berry lead by at. Here's a chance for Scott. Rose beautifully.
Oh!
In the last half, Bailey Scott's put the.
Foster, Cunningham rather. Over the top of the footy yet again. It's a hot footy to be won. It's a kick out of the pack by somebody, and I think it's Ramos. He's kicked one out of his backside. First goal of the afternoon. It's a goal that they contend.
It's going to be stolen. Morrissey's trying to get the football. Stolen by Stevens.
Oh, he's got
it. Snaps a goal at a contender.
A West Vic
Fire. Here's a chance now for Gort.
Oh, he's got it
steals
anyway.
the footy. Scott runs his measure. This is a coach's play.
Oh, and he's in the frame, dude.
Coach's goal.
Nicely, hand pass to Price. Caught. Got the hand pass just in the nick of time. Melville grabs it. Melville kicks, and he's got it. Here comes the cap.
Got the percentage, so Alvey had sounds the candy. Yeah, Alvey got superior percentage.
Good mark.
It's a chance now for Tex.
Here's a chance. Frampton, 65 out, centering kick. Carmody. Oh, what a mark.
Great mark.
By Darcy Theodore.
Hole in the footy. Bailey Scott got the hand pass out.
Oh, here we
He's
go.
looking. He's a looking. And to level it.
Looks good.
He's kicked. Kicks the goal. Scores are level.
Oh, my goodness.
It's 78 all.
Egbert getting back there, Howard. And there's the siren. The siren's gone. It is a draw.
There you go.
And the Colac Imperials are minor premiers.
Or visit them in Saunders Street. What makes you a local of the Great Southwest? You've probably had a swim in the lake. You've probably found yourself bogged in the Otway Forest. And a Holmes pie is the only pie you're eating. Holmes, the best in the West. Murray Street, Colac.
It's all happening at the Colac RSL. Enjoy a Palmer on Tuesday nights. Every Palmer, just $23. Don't miss the members draw every Tuesday and Friday. Plus, find the hidden sombrero for a free pot. Keep up to date through the Colac RSL Facebook page.
Get ready for a blooming spring. Shalimar Nursery has a fantastic range. From bare-rooted roses, fruit trees and deciduous trees to table grape, strawberry runners and asparagus crowns. Transform your garden with quality plants from Shalimar Nursery.
Sports Power Colac are proud supporters of local footy and netball. Good luck to the CDFNL clubs and the Colac Tigers on the road to premiership glory. If you need to restock the kit, see the team at Sports Power Colac, your local finals experts.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Yeah, quarter time here in the elimination final. A Sunbathe Central Reserve, a rarity today. But it's been a low scorer, but it's a close one. Looking forward to what's ahead. It is the Saints leading by 1 point, 128. Irrewarra-Beeac 117. Nick Arnold, the goal kicker for the Saints, while Charlie Morrissey, the goal kicker for the Bombers. Steph, comp stats to quarter time. Sir AJ Brady.
In the first term, Birregurra finished the quarter with 6 free kicks, 5 to Irrewarra-Beeac. As far as the hit-outs go for Irrewarra-Beeac, Bailey Robinson 5 hit-outs, a couple to Hayden Slater. On Birregurra's side of things, Indy Paddock on top in the ruck, 10 hit-outs in that first term. Joel Hayward 2, Harry Jarvis 1. Major stats winners for the Irrewarra-Beeac side. Bryce McDonald, 8 kicks, no handballs, 2 marks, 8 disposals in that first term. 8 also to Mitch Gaunt, 5 kicks, 3 handballs and 3 marks. On the Birregurra side of things, couple of boys on 6. Jeremiah Zybel, 2 kicks, 4 handballs, 1 mark in that first term. Hamish Darrock, your man, Maxi, 3 kicks, 3 handballs and 1 mark. 5 also to Matthew Siranadsky, 5 kicks, no handballs and 1 mark. Those leading stats winners to quarter time. Thanks to Stepcom boys.
Pete, what do you think that first quarter football?
I think Irrewarra be ecstatic. To be 1 goal each because Birregurra dominated the inside 50s. I thought they were on top around the stoppages. Derek, I think, was important. He's the first possession player, isn't he?
The only thing with Irrewarra-Beeac, Pete, in that first turn, they kept attacking on the outer side, which is, as we know,
with
very
the
soft
non-scoring side.
the non-scoring side. Once they came either through the corridor or the grandstand side, they were hitting the scoreboard. That's where their 2 scores came from.
So you're clearly seeing the structure that, because it was right here in front of us, the structure for Birregurra's back line. They didn't worry about their opponents. They set up, they guarded an area, and basically, if Irrewarra are going to score, they're going to have to get it over that defensive line.
They will, yes.
And we've seen them do it once. How often can they do it? That's a big question.
We might send you down on the boundary, Pete, so you can get a tan with that sun bathing.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely down there. It's actually that sun's about 5 degrees warmer.
Whoa.
So Berry won the A-grade netball too.
Yeah, 59 to 51 in the end.
Against
Kelly running the
South
water, boys.
South Colac.
Yeah, so I've just
Who's running the water?
Andrew Kelly.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
so I told you he was playing.
That's right. He's on the field anyway.
Listen to some of the both coaches, boys. Dave McNeil very, very happy with their intensity around the footy, and they'll make sure keep stoppage after stoppage. Well, Cam Parker really gave the midfielders an absolute baker quarter time.
Yeah.
Calling them lazy. So
That's pretty much how we summed it up. Drewy?
Yeah, but he's back on. Really, really happy the way they held up. Second quarter underway thanks to Minerva Foods here. We'll see what that spray's worked. Frampton, well played by Robinson, tried to paddle the ball forward. Swain was locked up against a couple of Saints as Frampton lays a very heavy tackle. And we're going to get a ball up. Good crowd in. The sun's shining. Hopefully it's the last time we get to see these little annoying little showers that we've had.
Little skiffs.
Yeah, which is a bit of pain in the backside to anybody. Floyd's there, but he laid the bit there on Darrock. Darrock's kick is a beautiful kick and finds Will Jarvis, and the Saints are away again. Kicks up towards right half forward. It's a good kick and finds the other Jarvis. This is Harry. He marks it too far out to score. He's off his line, so he should play on, which he does. Kick looking for Hayward. God admits to it. Good defensive work by Gord. Gord applies some good pressure. Hayward sees it. It's a try time, and he pumps the fist into the turf in disgust.
Floyd's had a slow start to the game, AJ.
2 kicks, no handballs in the Stepcom stat sheet, Pete. He has had a very slow start.
Looks a bit nervous out there.
Probably
times.
does, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that. It's the cutthroat final. Loser goes home. As Hayward got in front. McDonald, who's been terrific in the first quarter. Wills Hand pass was a bit of a nervous one. Williamson through traffic. Hand pass, Zydbell. Back it goes to Flynn Darroch through traffic at the 50-metre line. Stopping a high up and under kick. Jarvis underneath it. Good punch away by Cooper Stevens as Darroch happy to take it over. And we're going to get a boundary throw-in inside 50, covered in sunshine.
And that's another one that's had a quiet start. It's Cooper.
Again.
Cooper Stevens, 1 kick, 2 handballs, 1 mark, Steph comes that sheet.
He's sort of keeping an eye on the left eye, boys. He's got a bit of tape above it, so just keep it on that.
Okay.
Umpire throws it shallow. No one could win it. Here's a chance for Hutchinson with the footy in the back line. Got it to McDonald. Just goes the old-fashioned torp out of defence. Bosley could gather the football. He's going to leave it for Jarvis.
well done.
Random just stole it. Stole it like a kid in a candy shop. Got the hand pass out to Carmody, but he couldn't gather it. Jarvis gathers it and Carmody gathers him, and it's a ball up.
That is a win. That is a big win for Irrewarra-Beeac.
Big win. 2-on-1, and they've created a ball up.
So a ball up here again. Birregurra doing all the attacking. Not much reward. Here's Hutchison, but his kick was smothered. That was the Irrewarra-Beeac one. Here's Stevens, who got the hand pass out to Dunn. Got it over the top to Hutchinson, but his kick wasn't good. It went straight to Flynn Darroch, and he's taken the mark. Flynn Darroch now, he's going to switch it across the ground to the grandstand side. Curtis gathers it on the bounce. Kick wasn't good. It went straight to Tommy Swain. Swain puts it inside the forward 50 for the Bombers. Bosley couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance now for Enor. Can he put the after?
Tommy, you're gone, son.
He's gang tackled Darroch and Bosley, and Darroch wins the free kick. That's Flynn, who's starting to really come into this elimination final. His kick, though, wasn't good. He kicked it almost to the netball courts. It dribbled over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in.
This quarter, Steph Comstats, Flynn Darroch, 4 kicks.
Yep, dominating. And it's been good to see him back. How he dominated the juniors in his early stages of senior football. And then to see him and his bro, Hamish, doing some damage in that middle. I reckon as their campaign goes on, if they win after today, they're going to get better and better. Here's Hutchinson now. Will Hutchinson for the Saints kicks the centre win. Will's underneath this one for the Bombers. Comes out to Farr. Farr kicks the centre half forward. Bosley couldn't mark. Chance for Frampton. Frampton now puts it inside the forward 50 and he finds a target. And it's Jacob Stannard who's taken the mark inside the forward 50.
Tell you what, Jacob Frampton's given Birregurra all sorts of issues.
Right, Drew.
Yeah, Frampton's been really hot.
5 kicks, 1 handball on the Step Comstat sheet.
Stannard will have a shot for goal about 40 metres out directly in front. Now, if he was on the run, Pete, I'd back him.
I agree with you, Max. I was just about to say that.
Not sure what he's like on the set shot. Goes back.
And
he's terrible. Yeah. Always listen to your Uncle Max. And a bounce on the full. That is a
should have played on, Max.
Clanger of the day.
Come on, Stanners.
So no score there. 1-1-7 the Bombers, 1-2-8 Birregurra, and we've travelled 4 minutes in this Minerva Foods second quarter here on Mix FM.
Good fella, Sanders, but he got to do better than that. As he got on the ball in the right back pocket now. Ethan Floyd's got the footy. So he runs his 15, kicks it high up and under kick, 1-on-1. Stannard over, just jumped a bit too early. Curtis couldn't quite take the footy. Andrews tackled straight away. And the umpire said, give it to me and I'll throw it in the air. Once again, good crowd in, sun shining for the final day of winter because spring starting tomorrow. Doug Evans gets us back underway. One down there on that occasion by Paddock. And we're going to toss back in.
What spring means, Pete? Spring means Drew goes up a level because of the spring carnival.
Oh, okay. He gets a bit excited.
He gets very excited.
Yeah,
he's already got his racing book in his back pocket ready to go.
And plus, I've got a World Athletic Championship gig coming up in October as well, which I'm looking forward to that as well. One down by Paddock. Zybell's hand pass was smothered and all good hands to Hutchison of the Bombers. They go into towards the hot spot. Morrissey was he outnumbered there, created a contest. Getting back there, Russell just having trouble picking up the footy, but he's well tackled by Carmody. And the ball pin will get a ball up about 35 around from goal.
So it's a Birregurra defence under pressure early in this second quarter.
So the wind's coming back to their broadcast position here as well. Bandry throwing you to get a bell up, I should say, here. We've only had 2 goals kicked for the game. Paddock pretty much uncontested, won the tap down. Coming through again, Hanley. Lurking there on this occasion there was Swain. Hutchison there for the Saints is underneath that pack as well. And that's what Dave McNeil was a real highlight to his troops at quarter time. Continuing to create stoppages. Both benches working overtime at this stage. Up it goes again. Paddock won the tap down easily. Here's a chance there for Maxie Hutchison there for the Bombers, trying to pick the ball up there. Tackled, looking for the boundary. Did he find it? No, he did not. And we'll get a ball up. It's just inside the field of play. If you just joined us, Birregurra through to the first semi-final of the A-grade netball. They defeated South Colac, so the Roos season comes to an end. So the Saints will take on the Cats next Sunday, and they've got a good chance in that. They have beaten the Cats this year already, so should be an interesting game there as well. So boundary throwing to take place. Lorne will play the winner of this game. Who will it be? We're about to find out at around about 5 o'clock. Boundary throwing yet again. Paddock at the back. Work his way to the front. Wins to tap down on this occasion. Zybell overran the football. Frampton's underneath it as well. But again, we're played again, Sam.
Yeah, so it's
boundary throw in. 1-2-8 Birregurra. Irrewarra-Beeac 1-1-7. Goal kicker so far, Nick Arnold for Berry from about 50. And Charlie Morrissey kicked the only goal of the game so far. He kicked the first of the game for the Bombers, and since then it's been a stalemate.
Scoring's been pretty hard today in the football realms in all grades. I think it was 1-0 in the under-15s and 2 goals each in the reserves. It's gone out of bounds and another boundary thrown on the outer side. It seems like it's going to be a bit hard for these two sides as well. So boundary thrown between centre wing and half forward on the outer side, the old scoreboard side.
The dead wing side, Max.
Dead wing, yeah. Play on this side. All the attack comes from this side.
On the heavy 10 track side
yes,
of the turf.
Yes, it is.
Pye throws it back into play. Robertson wins the tap out. Chance for McDonald on centre wing. Floyd's there. Comes out to Cooper Stevens. He just gets the hand pass to keep it a play. Zybell throws in the body as well. Chance again for McDonald. He's tackled. And it'll be another ball up on centre wing again on the dead wing side.
We won't finish at 7 o'clock the way this is going, probably. Ball thrown up. Bit of a nil or draw on that occasion. Stevens through traffic, just has to kick up towards wing, and Farr got his way to the front and marked and quickly played on. Hands it off now to Swain. Runs inside traffic, goes inside 50. Over to Hatter Stannard. She'll get a free kick. Was clumsy there from Jarvis. He didn't need to do it. And Stannard's got the kick about 48 metres out. Morrissey's got 1 against 2 inside 50, but
give it off, Drewy, after his last shot for goal. Needs to give this one off.
Well, Bryce McDonald's hunting at the back, so he decides to unload it to the top of the goal square, but that's never going to work.
No.
And Hanley, the son of Stephen, of course, play with the Cats in the 90s, takes an intercept mark in the last line of defence. He goes just short.
Good club, Geelong.
And finds the other Hanley in Cooper. And he goes now towards the back, runs out of defensive 50. Kick there was a wonky sort of a punt kick, but luckily just slanted inside the field of play. And we're going to get a boundary throw in as Middleton, who's been waiting on and done and been waiting on the bench for probably about the last 5 minutes, are coming on now as Stano goes off and Stevens goes off for a spell. So no change to the quarter time score as we approach the 9.5 minute mark of this second term. Paddock got his way to the front. Should have got a free kick there because I don't think anyone nominated for the Bombers. Williamson, back it goes to Serenowski. His kick was smothered, but regathers again. Just unloads it to centre wing position. Stonehouse got in front and took the mark there on the edge of the square. That probably should have been nearly 50 metres because Curtis went through the mark. But umpire gives him a little bit of leeway, so Stonehouse now goes up towards the 50 Carbon. He needs to compete. At the back there is Russell on that occasion. Hand passed it, looking it was smothered. And the ball has gone over yet again for another boundary throw. And definitely they're earning their money today.
It's hard work out there at the moment, even to move the ball up and down the ground. It's very congested around the ball.
They're on the good wing, though. So
yeah, that's right. There's a chance from out this side.
Someone's going to create something soon because right now I think AJ might slip into a nice little nap. As Paddock wins the tap out. Here's a chance now for Swain. This way, that way. Sends it into the left forward pocket. Morrissey underneath it, but it's gone out of bounds on the full. So a little bit of excitement there.
Yeah,
Pete. Got
great
you
work
out
from
at the
Swain.
swivel chair.
Yeah, nice little sidestep there from Swain and created a bit of chaos, but probably kicked the ball a bit too deep in the end.
10.5 gone in this Minerva Foods second quarter here on Mix FM. His kick was the old teeth dryer, but he finds Bosley, switches it to Jarvis. Netball court side of the ground now is Jarvis. He's going to just wind out and kick it to the grandstand wing. Big pack around this, but Howlett mitts out, takes the mark on centre wing. Can he create something here for the Bombers? He's going to go to the half-forward flank, and he finds a teammate now, and he finds Chrissy Dunn. So Dunn's got the football. So Dunn's got the footy now, looking to go forward.
Oh, no.
His kick was not good at all. It is a clanger of the day off the side of the boot, straight out of bounds on the full.
Irrewarra-Beeac been solid across half-back this quarter. They just haven't let anything past them at the moment.
There was not a well-done kick, if you can pardon the pun. So the kick to be taken.
Yeah, dollar.
So I'm happy to cough that one up. Oh, Morrissey. Was he told to play on?
Oh, I think he's...
I think he must have. Boundary
been.
throw-in. So good result for Irrewarra-Beeac. Well done, Charlie Morrissey.
Good smother.
And that's what you can do to Dodalock. He's already kicked the only goal so far. So this is better for Irrewarra-Beeac. Can they get a score? Can they break this deadlock? It's inside there, deep inside their forward 50. Slater won the tap straight down to Dunn. Hand pass there, well trapped by Andrews. Hands it inside. Ramos steps towards the forward pocket, but Hanley again. Both the Hanley boys have been outstanding in this second quarter. Just marking anything that comes their way. He's deep inside defensive 50 yet again. Hacks the kick long. Bombers have got the numbers here. Gort there. Got in front. Couldn't quite take the mark. The ball's locked up, and we're going to get a ball up here. If you're a Lawn, you'll be enjoying this at the moment because it's been a pretty physical battle. No, easy out so far. And it goes again now. Oh, I'm proud to tell who really won that tap on that occasion. Floyd. Good handball inside. It comes to Bosey to Jarvis. Set him up. Tackled on that occasion by Andrews, and umpire said, give it to me and I'll throw it up. Serenowski and Flynn Darrick are getting ready to come back on for the Saints. Hayward wins the tap, then went straight to the arms of the Aberdarroch. That is Hamish. He just thumps it towards the centre wing position on the outer side. Arnold's got time and space. He wants to go around on his left foot. He goes deep inside 50. It's a big kick there. Cunnington at the back. The ball had too much penetration. Ball stayed in behind the right foot. Cunnington had a fresh air shot and missed it completely. Fire mops up now for the Bombers. He just decides to send it out. Ball bouncing towards the boundary, but in fact it's carried all the way out of bounds on the full.
He looks dangerous down there, Cunnington, one-on-one.
So another Bosley's got the kick. Right in front of the scoreboard. We have no change to the quarter time score. It's been hard to score this afternoon. That's a poor entry. And far. Marks deep in defence as well. Both defences are on top so far at the moment, and goal kicking is going to be very hard to come by for the rest of the afternoon.
Could be a case of next goal wins at the moment, as no one seems likely to score. Jarvis now kicks the centre half forward. McDonald palms it to Gort. Gort's got it over the top to Ramos, who just... Ramos is the kick down to centre wing position here. Chance for Stevens. Got the hand pass over top to Slater. Slater tries to get it over top to Middleton. He's got it on centre wing. Old scoreboard side. Got it to Cooper Stevens. This way, that way. Sells a bit of candy. Puts the Bombers inside the forward 50. And he finds the chest of Charlie Morrissey. He's right up against the boundary here.
It's a good kick, Charlie. A good kick for goal.
He's kicked the Bombers' only goal so far today. And we might finally get a score in this second quarter. It's taken 14 minutes.
All right, Westpac sheds and garages, Max.
Yeah, it's a tough kick from here, but Charlie's certainly capable of it.
He's going to go to Stevie J, is he?
Kicked 5 in the first half last week against the Imperials in that drawn game. He goes back. Not much on it, but he's kicked it behind. And scores are level. We got the close one, boys. 1-2-8 apiece. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard, 14.5 on the Richardson. I'll do that again. Richardson Real Estate scoreboard. No, time clock. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
There you go.
Someone's tied your shoelaces together, Max.
It's been a long weekend, Max. We've got a couple of hours to go at least. Floyd kicks it long. That's a poor kick again. And the Bombers defence standing tall. And Howlett's been good in his second quarter. He's taken the mark about 65 metres out. It's a pretty crowded forward line. Morrissey's the deepest forward. He's about 10 metres out. He kicked it straight in the man of the mark, but he's going to go... Oh, he's had a moment eternity to get it. He's dived over top of that footy, but the umpire gives a benefit of it out. And ball up. Geez, Dave McMillan and Ken Parker will be absolutely... Now I don't know how they'll feel at the moment.
Yeah, high error rate at the moment.
No easy ball to get, that's for sure. Hayward got over the top. He won the tap down. Darroch, Slater's down behind play. Williamson now has it for the Saints. A kicking board's a bit dangerous. It clean bowled everybody on that occasion. Now Bryce is well tackled by far. Good tackle, good umpiring. Arnold gets it back to Brogdon, 45 out. Prezesi kicked nicely that time by Wills. Cunnington meets it. Hand pass to Cashman. What's he doing down there? From 45, it's out the full.
Oh.
Gee,
Backman's kick
So
then.
Slater's coming, making his way off the ground. Doesn't look too good.
Yeah,
here
he
at the
caught one
moment.
in that ruck contest, and he's counting his haunches.
I thought you said he was counting his what?
Counting his haunches.
He looks like he might have got a low blow, I think, there, Drewy.
And then WWE turns, Pete, that's the DQ, as McDonald chipping wide. It's all right. Oh, Dunn dropped what he should have taken. We're going to get a boundary throw in. We haven't had too many highlights, unfortunately. It's pretty hard to score today. It's 1-2-8 apiece. The winner to take on the reigning Premier's Lawn next Sunday afternoon in the first semi-final. Well, for the loser, 2025 campaign comes to a close. Ball thrown back into play. Hayward wins the tap down. Frampton, that's Tom. Kick out of congestion. Nice, and took a really good mark was Middleton. Class and the free kick advantage is paid. Andrews there. What can they do in the counter attack? Stevens picks it up the footy. He's just a little dribbling kick up towards the half forward zone. Well done by Williamson, but it was mopped up there by Andrews. They go back inside 50. And I don't know how Carmody felt or went fine all by himself. He's taken the mark and played on. It's a fighting sort of a punt kick. Frampton's lurking again. So is Morrissey. Coming back to meet it there is Russell. Ball pin will get a ball up.
Why wouldn't you have a shot?
Yeah, I think someone needs to put a bit of air in that ball.
Yeah.
They're kicking it like they've got a flat football out there at the moment.
So it's all happening at the moment. 1-2-8 apiece early this stage of second quarter.
17 gone. Hayward wins the tap out in defence here. Stevens tried to get it over top to Frampton. Stevens got dealt with in the back or high.
Had to.
So Cooper will have a shot for goal, you think. Just inside the 50, about 45-metre arc.
He'll take his best from here.
Hamish Sharrock hated the decision, but it looked to be there.
Yeah, no, it was a free kick every day of the week.
So Stevens with that patched up eye, which he got from that lawn game, I reckon. He's not going to have a shot for goal. He's going to go to left forward pocket, and it was a shocking kick.
Someone check the football.
Yeah, this half hasn't been great.
No,
it's
it
not
hasn't.
a top shelf. It's a good old country football game, but yeah.
He had...
Couldn't be getting the name a game with it, would you?
No, Cooper had Bryce McDonald run past for the handball. Might have been a better option.
Boundary thrown inside the forward 50 for the Bombers. Hayward trying to milk a free kick, and he's got it. So Hayward swung the arms out. He was held. And Jolsey is going to have a kick out of defence for the Saints. He's going to the old scoreboard side. Jarvis, Harry couldn't take it. Bryce is there. And it's gone out of bounds. Dead set centre wing. Will we get another goal in this game? 19 and a half or 18 and a half gone in this second quarter. And it's 1-2-8 apiece. Only 1 point kicked in this second term.
Yep, I think its goals are going to be hard to come by for the rest of the afternoon, that's for sure. Boundary throw in. Hayward got in front. Come up to meet it there was Ramos. Just hacks the kick forward there. Punch forward of field. Here's a chance for Swain to pick it up now. He kept the ball in play. Snapping ball inside 50. Well played on the end by Stevens. Created a contest. All this is on the 50-metre line for Irrewarra-Beeac. Swain, good tackle. Ball up. 55 out from goal.
Yeah, playing like two teams that don't want to lose at the moment, but no one's daring to win.
Yeah, who dares wins, Pete.
Yeah, that's right. I think we'll see it open up in the second half.
Oh, that was a good show.
Hosted by the great Mike Whitney. Yes. Done. Got one high, no free kick. But the non-officiant umpire, Mark Robb, saw it.
We could play a bit of that if this game doesn't get any more exciting.
As Dunn goes inside 50. And was there a mark? Yes, there is. Cooper Stevens. Jacob Frampton snuck forward. Oh, that kick had to be good. Couldn't get that. Here's Frampton now. Wants his left foot back inside to Cooper Stevens. Good handball to Gort. Goes up towards the goal front, but there's about 4 goalkeepers there for the Saints down there. And one of them was Jarvis, and he just hacks the kick up towards the wing. It was a shocking bounce for everybody, but the Saints have got the numbers. Free kick.
Illegal.
It's going to go to Wills, I think. See, that's a big win for the Bombers because they're outnumbered 3-1.
I thought that was going to go the other way.
Yeah, so did I. As Wills kicks long and finds Morrissey, 55 metres out from goal. Can we get a score? He's going to go to the hot spot. Goes towards goal. Stannard's underneath it. Good mark. Class Harvest set a mark of the day. The smallest man in the pack took an absolute perler. And surely Eddie Score will put the Bombers in front.
Cooper Stevens tried to knock everyone else out, though.
Yeah, it was like a
unrealistic attempt.
A 10-pin bowl.
Yeah, it was.
It was just pins going everywhere. But Jacob Stannard has been the most dangerous forward this quarter.
He's got the opportunity here, directly in front. Surely, for the first goal of the quarter, you bet it is. And thank goodness for that.
It's been tough work.
Goal of the day contender. The Bombers lead by that margin.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
That's the first goal kicked since the 9-minute mark of the opening quarter from Nick Arnold. Kicked the goal from 50. And Jacob Stannard kicks his first for the afternoon. They lead by that margin. They're 2-2-14. Birregurra 1-2-8. They haven't scored for a while. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard, and it's taken them to the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened up here on the wing, but I thought the free kick was going to Darroch, and it went against him.
Darroch had a bit of a swinging arm.
Did he? A bit of a high arm. Yeah. I didn't see that, so there you go.
I reckon if that didn't happen, it would have been a bit of a 0-0 draw sort of battle, and the umpire would have just let it go. So back in the middle, 6 points the margin. The Bombers lead for the first time. Paddock's there. Chancey now for McDonald. Got it to Enor, and he puts the afterburners on Enor. Sends the Bombers forward. Bosley and Stevens. Jarvis gets the footy. Defensive 50. Goes by hand to Siranowski. Couldn't take it. Hutchinson's got the football for the Saints. Got it to Flink Darroch. Got it over the top to Zybel. Zybel's got it over the top to Jarvis. Good use of the footy now. The Saints go inside the forward half. Bryce couldn't take the mark. It's gone inside the forward 50 for Birregurra now. Wills is tackled by Arnold in the right forward pocket. It's going to be a ball up. About 20 metres out from the Birri goal. They're kicking to the city end.
We nearly had
the second quarter.
We almost had a stack in the box. People here and nearly dropped the swivel chair.
Yeah, I did. I nearly I stood on my headphones.
22 minutes gone. It's going to be a free kick to the Bombers. Mitch Gort in the back pocket here will take the free kick. He's going to keep it onto that scoreboard side of the ground. Ooh. Kick wasn't great. Siranowski's got the football, bangs it back inside the forward 50, but Wills takes a good mark in front of Cunnington.
How good is the Bombers back 6 speed?
Yeah, they've been terrific in this quarter.
They've been outstanding, and they're the reason why they're in front.
Yep.
So Wills in the back pocket. Bombers by 6 points, and that's their lead at half time. It hasn't been pretty, but it's been a good contest. 2-2-14. Irrewarra-Beeac, they doubled their quarter time score. They lead by one straight kick. It's Birregurra 1-8. We'll take a break. Half-time wrap coming up. Steph Com stats. And Drewy and Pete will have a nice little yarn.
Yeah,
and then we'll have a big second half ahead of us. Hopefully we get plenty of goals. It's the Bombers leading by 6 points here on Mix FM.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live. You just never know what you'll hear on Mix Brekkie Jr. We're always kept on our toes.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Oh, because you want to eat chicken nuggets?
Because... to get to his backyard. Yeah, but it's some... Yeah, I am funny.
If you know someone who would love to co-host on Mix Brekkie, enter them now at mix1063.com.au. Thanks to Adventure Park Geelong.
G'day, Chris from Westvic Sheds. If something in your life needs a new home, we've got a shed for it. Does your hubby want a man cave? Does your teenager want to move out? We've got a shed for that, any purpose, any budget. Get in touch with Westvic Sheds today. The Mix FM Business of the Month.
Bobcat. That's a name worth roaring about. And the biggest roar is coming from FSR Equip, the authorised Bobcat dealer for Southwest Victoria and specialist for Bobcat telehandlers. From construction to agriculture, Bobcat telehandlers offer unmatched versatility and strength with...
Was there an arm chop there? No, there wasn't. Here he is. Bailey Scott dribbles along the ground. It's bouncing across the face, but he might map up and run his own field. He does. Goes back and kicks one of the goals of the year.
Touched. It's Oregon. It's
a half forward. You're going to leave it. Slater, good punch away. Stevens runs it beautifully. Gets around one. Check sides on the ground. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Cooper Stevens. Class with a
points the margin. Very lead by at. Here's a chance for Scott. Rose beautifully. And the last half. Bailey Scott's put the.
Foster, Cunningham rather. Over the top of the footy yet again. It's a hot footy to be won. It's a kick out of the pack by somebody. And I think it's Ramos. He's kicked one out of his backside. First goal of the afternoon. It's a goal that they contend.
It's going to be stolen. Morrissey's trying to get the football. Stolen by Stevens.
Oh, he's got it.
Snaps a goal at a contender.
A Westvic
fire. Here's a chance now for Gort.
Oh, he's got it anyway.
Scott runs his measure. This is a coach's play.
Oh, and he's in the frame, dude.
Coach's goal.
And nicely, hand pass to Price. Caught. Got the hand pass just in the nick of time. Melville grabs it. Melville kicks, and he's got it. Here comes the
got the percentage, so Allen had sounds the candy. Yeah, Alvie got superior percentage.
Good mark.
It's a chance now for Tex.
Here's a chance. Frampton, 65 out, centering kick, coming in. Oh, what a mark!
Great mark.
By Darcy Theodore.
On the footy. Bailey Scott got the hand pass out.
There you go.
Looking. He's a looking. And to level it.
Looks good.
Oh. He's kicked. Kicks the goal. Scores are level.
Oh, my goodness.
It's 78 all.
Egbert getting back there, Howard. And there's the siren. The siren's gone. It is a draw.
There you go.
And the Colac Imperials are minor premiers.
Retirement shouldn't feel like crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. With aged care costs rising and big changes coming this November, too many families are left scrambling. That's where we come in. I'm Kate from Vista Financial Group, and with Annie and Lani by my side, there's no pressure and no jargon. Just straight talking advice to help you plan with confidence. Drop in for a chat or book a no obligation appointment. You can find us at Vista Financial Group, Shop 9, 58 Hesse Street, Colac.
AFSL 227232. Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Half-time on a Sunday afternoon at the Central Reserve on Elimination Final Day 2025. The winner will take on Lorne next Sunday afternoon in the first semi-final. Well, for the loser, it is curtains on their 2025 campaign, and it's a low-scoring scrap to the death so far as we join and come back to you from the Central at half-time, and it's Irrewarra-Beeac who kicked the only goal of the second quarter through Jacob Stunner with about a minute left. They lead by that margin. 2-2-14, the Bombers lead at the Saints 1-8. Charlie Morris is the other goal kicker so far for Warra. Well, for Berry, the only goal kicker so far came from Nick Arnold with a bomb from outside 50. If you just joined us in the A-grade netball today, it was the Saints who moved through to the first semi to take on the Colac Imperials next week. They defeated South Colac, ending their campaign as 59-51. And I've got some BFL and, of course, some GDFL scores from the first semi-final before we hand over to AJ for some stats. In the first semi-final in the Bell Arena, it's Anglesey 10-12-72, leading Queenscliff 6-5-41. That's deep into the third term now as we speak. And in the GDFL, it's a good, tough game of footy between Anarchy and Bellpost Hill. That's about the halfway mark of the third quarter. It is Bellpost Hill leading by 3 points. They're 6-4-40, leading Anarchy 5-7-37. Steph Cobb's stats thanks to AJ Brady. It's a bit of tough work going on out there in that first half.
Yeah, big day out here in the elimination final day. Free kicks, Irrewarra-Beeac 11 in that first half, 8 to Birregurra. Just 2 free kicks in that second term to Birregurra. As far as the hit-outs go, Bailey Robinson 8 hit-outs to half-time, Hayden Slater 4, Mitch Gaunt 1 on the Irrewarra-Beeac side of things. Birregurra 23 to Indy Paddock, 10 to Joel Haywood, Harry Jarvis also 1. Birregurra clearly on top in the ruck hit-outs, boys. As far as the possessions go, Bryce McDonald's finished the half with 13, 11 kicks, 2 handballs and 2 marks. 13 also to Cooper Stevens, 6 kicks, 7 handballs and 2 marks. 11 in that first half to Mitch Gaunt, 7 kicks, 4 handballs, 3 marks. 8 of those coming in the first quarter. On Birregurra's side of things, all single figures, boys. No one in double figures. Couple on 9. Flynn Darrock, 6 kicks, 3 handballs, 1 mark. Hamish Darrock, his brother, 5 kicks, 4 handballs and 1 mark. 8 also to Jeremiah Zybel, 2 kicks, 6 handballs and 1 mark. Those leading stats went us to half-time. Pete, it shows that Birregurra are clearly on top in the ruck, but Irrewarra-Beeac around possession around the ground are on top there.
Yeah, they certainly took over that quarter with first possession after the ruck tap out, so they've certainly adjusted to that, but it's been tough work out there for both sides. It's been a lot of players around the ball. They're just trying to close the game up and trying to limit the damage, and I think we'll see in this second half that the game will open up. We'll see more scores, but it's going to be interesting what they do. Every possession is under pressure, isn't it? There's no one can get it. We see Cooper Stevens got quite a few possessions, but he hasn't been able to get too many of them in the clear and and do the damage that he would normally do with those possessions. So it's just a tough, hard grind, typical finals footy where no one gives an inch and no one wants to let the opposition get that margin on them at the moment.
Hey, do you feel both teams are playing it a bit too safe? There's no depth.
Yeah, I think at some stage it's got to open up. Maybe we'll see one team maybe hit the scoreboard a couple of times and then the other team will respond
Yeah.
and we seen yesterday's game opened up a bit in the last quarter.
Particularly after three.
That's right. You know, when Elvie got those few goals in front, Lawn threw Charlie McCartan forward, even Alex Adams went forward later in the game, and it sort of opens everything up, and I think we'll probably see a similar thing happen later in this game because it's going to be an arm wrestle right to the final siren the way things are looking at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like I said, goals are going to be very, very hard to come by there. We're going to put you on the spot, Pete. I know I like to do that to you. Who's been the standout player at the first half?
Oh, I think Indy Paddock has been.
I totally agree.
Yeah, so he's really controlled the ruck. He hasn't, the Birregurra on ballers didn't make the most of it that quarter, but he hits the ball a long way. He's not a ruckman that drops it at his feet, so he tends to clear the congestions with his ruck work. But if Birregurra can adjust and take advantage of it, I think Indy Paddock could lead the way here.
Yeah, and Cam Parker spoke a quarter time. He really put it on the midfield because they called him lazy in the first quarter, which I think is, and they responded really well in that second quarter. But who's to some of the players that need to lift, because it's a tough day to get clean possession, as you said.
Yeah, look, I mean, you've got your class players like Cooper Stevens and Hutchison and be getting their hands on the ball. They just need to be able to do a little bit more with it. Bryce McDonald's been really good across half-back.
How good have he been, Sad?
Yeah, Howlett has been good and Gaunt's been good. So,
and Wills has been good too.
Yeah. The most dangerous forward has been Stannard up there. Charlie Morrissey's kicked a goal early in the game, but he's probably been well held by the Hanleys sent in. They set up so well, the Hanleys. They really guard the space well. But Stannard's been able to get into the space, and I think he had 3 shots at goal in that quarter. So he looks like a dangerous player. But I think Will Hutchison's probably the player from Birregurra's side that we'd like to see a bit more influence from. We know what a standout player he can be, but he hasn't really had much influence on this game. No. I know Frampton's put a pretty heavy tag on him, but this is the final, so you've got to work through that and you've got to come out the other side, and I'd like to see Will Hutchison from Birregurra be that player.
So this game is evenly poised. The first semi-final spots awaits the winner. Loser goes home. We'll back to find out after the break from the Central Reserve. We'll be back with the Sports Power Colac. Third term after this with the Irrewarra-Beeac leading by 6 points.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.
Big news, Colac. Bridgestone has arrived. Central Tyre and Auto is now your local Bridgestone service centre. Get unbeatable prices on Bridgestone and Firestone tyres. To celebrate, score a $50 wheel alignment when you buy 4 new tyres. That's over $50 in savings. Plus, there's more. Until the end of the month, get your 4th tyre free on selected Bridgestone passenger tyres. Huge savings, trusted service. Only at Central Tyre and Auto. Colac's new Bridgestone service centre on Jellybrand Street.
Bobcat. That's a name worth roaring about. FSR Equip is the authorised Bobcat dealer for Southwest Victoria and specialist for Bobcat mowers and compact tractors. From the residential ZT2000 to the commercial grade ZT7000, Bobcat mowers provide a flawless cut every time. Need more muscle? Bobcat compact tractors are built to tackle any job with ease, from mowing to heavy lifting. Follow the sound of the roar and get to FSR Equip. Hugh Murray Drive, Colac East. Bobcat, one tough animal.
Get more grunt for your money at Swain & McCabe Colac with the popular Deutz-Fahr Agro Farm 5 GS series of tractors from 97 to 126 horsepower. Right now, when you buy a Deutz-Fahr Agro Farm 5 GS tractor, you'll get a free stole loader and bucket worth $8,000. But hurry, only available until September 30, all while stocks last. Don't miss out. Visit Swain & McCabe Colac today.
Is home or business security on your mind? Trust Stevcom, a fully licensed and accredited installer. They can plan the best security solution for you. Alarm, CCTV or door access control. Don't risk it. Choose Stevcom for peace of mind.
G'day, Jason here from Assassin's Weed and Vermin Control. Don't let capeweed, dock or any pest weeds or insects take over your property. Let Assassins take care of all your boom spraying needs. So give weeds and vermin the big A. Call Assassins today. 0418 133 167.
Nothing beats sharing KFC's $8 boxes with your mates and your mate's very attractive friend. Pick from original recipe, wicked wings, tenders or nuggets. I don't know. What do you like? KFC's $8 boxes. KFC FLG. Not everywhere and not forever. Pick up only.
Solomon's Flooring and Beaumont Tiles Geelong. Your complete reno needs under one roof. Tiles, tapware, baths, toilets, vanities, carpet, engineered timber, vinyl and blinds. They come to you for on-site measuring, installation and advice. Conditions apply.
Our legendary tradie on Mix FM.
It's Tyre Power's Power Up Sale, which means you can take your tyre safety and your savings to the next level with a new set of Kumho tyres from Tyre Power. Right now, you can buy 3 and get 1 free on a great range of Kumho SUV and passenger car tyres. Power up to buy 3 and get 1 free on selected Kumho tyres. It's another powerful reason to choose Tyre Power. Visit tyrepower.com.au or call 13 21 91 for your local independent owner.
There's something special brewing in Beac, and it's not what's behind the bar. The Farmers Arms Hotel Beac has been nominated for the Golden Plate Award, and it's easy to see why. Delicious food, warm country hospitality, and a vibe that locals and visitors can't get enough of. See what the fuss is all about. Grab a bite, raise a glass, and experience the best of regional dining. The Farmers Arms Hotel Beac. Proud, passionate, and now award nominated.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
Yes, the CDFNL Live final series broadcast thanks to the new Bridgestone Service Centre in Colac. It is Irrewarra-Beeac 2-2-14 leading Birregurra 1-8 at half-time. The Saints are back out on the ground. They're ready to rock and roll. Where's Irrewarra-Beeac? Umpires are out.
Yeah, they're just resting up still, Max.
Having a bit of a chat, boys, in the room.
Sandwiches in the half-time sheds, you reckon? Oh, surely we get a better second half than we had that first half.
Yeah,
2 goals to 1. You sit back and the people that are looking at the scores on our Facebook page and social be like, what's going on? Is it raining cats and dog down there? But it's just an arm wrestle. The defence of both sides are just on top.
They are, and it's really typical finals football, is it? Nobody wants to give an inch. Nobody's a game to open the game up and let it flow and see what happens. They're all.
And all it's going to take, Pete, is one team to break the lines, attack with vigour, kick a goal, and then the whole game will just open up.
Yeah, from Birregurra's point of view, it's Floyd and Hutchison. They need to get them. They're creative players. Like, they get them going past for the handball and bring them into the game because they've both been pretty quiet in the first half. For Irrewarra-Beeac, I'd like to see Tommy Enor, use his run and pace. But, the way the game's been played at the moment, it's too congested. So even when Tommy's been getting his hand on the ball, but he just hasn't been able to break away with that.
5 kicks, 2 handballs, 1 mark on the centre.
Yeah. Should ask Pete Hickey a bit on the opinion of this game.
Yeah, Pete, he's in playing cards.
He's playing crib, apparently. I cannot repeat what he said.
We're talking about Who Dares Wins, one of the great shows of the late 90s, and we were going to start doing Who Dares Wins in the commentary box. How many $5 do you reckon he can swivel around that chair 50 times, Pete?
We nearly stacked it in that second quarter.
No, I'm pretty good on it now, and I was only got caught in my cord, and that nearly made me tumble off my chair.
Sorry, AJ, we nearly had to put you in concussion protocol for next week.
It's literally this game is Who Dares Wins. Whoever takes the game on will win this game.
Yeah. Look, I think what will happen is one club will get the break here, and then the game will open up as the other club tries to reel in the margin.
Yep.
I think we saw Irrewarra-Beeac in the past couple of numbers to final series are talented at breaking this game wide open. And they can score quickly.
Yeah.
So that they are capable of doing so. Therefore, Birregurra, they don't look like scorers.
No, not at the moment they don't. Look, they're so set up with their zones in defence that they don't look like getting scored against either. Both clubs have been solid in defence, haven't they?
So the Saints last won a final. It was the 2018 second semi-final. So they're trying to end a 7-year finals winning drought.
So Floyd's going forward by the look of where he's wandering at the moment.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah, I
move.
like that move too, Pete.
We saw he's more than capable of kicking 2 or 3 quick ones.
And if the ball's not down there in the first 10 minutes, then you shift him back. But do something different. That's what we like.
So
Slater's moving all right. He's coming to the bench, but he's back moving all right after he hobbled off there with that low blow in the second quarter.
Yep. So we're just about set to go. A big next hour coming up for both these clubs.
Frampton still paying attention to Hutchison.
So what's this next hour going to install here? Can we get some goals kicked? We only had 1 goal kick for about 45 minutes and the Bombers win it out of the centre through Stevens. It's a high up and under kick, but good mark by Bosley. Class Harbour centre mark of the day. He gets it off by hand to Cashman. Hands it over the top to Will Jarvis, Gets a hand pass over the top to Bosley again. Caught, gone! Holding the 40, no, play's gone on the umpire thought about it, and I reckon that might have been out the full.
I reckon it was, but the boundary umpire had his back to the ball.
Boundary throw in, you got to give a bit of a doubt.
Yep. No, I think.
Hang on, Timmy Whitehead's
Yeah,
gonna
I
have a
reckon Timmy's
conference.
seen it.
So they're getting ready for a boundary throw.
No, he's going to throw it in.
So I think they were sitting up anyway. So it looks like Tom Frampton's still covering Hutchison. Another big job. He had the big job on Bailey Scott last week. Boundary throw in. 52 metres out from the Bomber goal. As Paddock wins the tap, then went straight to Andrews. But Maxie Hutchison couldn't quite take it cleanly. Ball spilled at the back to Zidebell. Snapping ball towards the boundary line here. It's going to stay in play, but Stevens had a good run at it there. Picks up the footy from 55. Long kick to the hot spot. Morrissey's got 3 to beat. Berry's players spoil each other. Coming at the back to meet at Zidebell. Back by hand to Cashman. Cashman clears it out of defence yet again. Stevens got over the top and made a big spoil. And Arnold's happy to let it run and go over. We're going to boundary throw in.
He started really well, this Cooper Stevens, this quarter.
So this game's on a knife edge. It certainly has been a real tight arm wrestle. The Bombers lead by 6 points early stages in this Sports Power Colac third quarter.
1.5 gone. The premiership quarter, as the oldies would call it. Umpire, the ball sort of drops short. Here's Hamish Darroch. He sends the ball to centre wing. Bounces over wheels. Howlett winds up. Puts the Bombers back inside the forward 50. Good mark there by Bosley. He's taken, that was James Bosley. Class up to the mark of the day, but it's been turned over to Stevens. He puts it inside the forward 50. And he finds Carmody in the left forward pocket.
Cooper Stevens has come out this third quarter. Old nostrils flaring.
Yeah, he's on fire, and that's why you can't give him any space, because that delivery was perfect into the forward 50 there.
H. Carmody, left forward pocket, about 20 metres out from goal. Bit of a tight angle, but he's kicking pretty much right in front of the Colac Social Club side of the ground.
He'll kick this one right through the middle.
This is to give the Bombers a 2-goal lead. He goes back and he's missed. He's kicking to the left and it's 1 behind. But we've got to score. We celebrate. 2-3-15 the Bombers. 1-2-8 Birregurra. 2.5 gone. Sports Power Colac third quarter. What day do we go?
Mondays and Saturday mornings are a bit tough, but Mondays is a good day to go.
Okay, all right.
Jarvis brings the ball back into play. That's a nice ball. Finds Paddock. Paddock marks outside defensive 50. And he's going to go over the top. That's not a great kick off. Also, Arnold spoil each other. Enel come barging through. Well played. Did he drag it in? Sorry. No, he did not. And umpire Mark Robs has given to me, boys, and I'll throw it up.
Buy anything at Sports Power Colac. Free Richmond jersey, Pete.
Robertson, unopposed really in the end. Stevens, Paris Zidebell, back to Bosley. That's Jimmy. Lockie, kicks up towards the wing position. That's a nice kick and finds Arnold. He's looking dangerous. Saints go forward out towards centre half forward. Good kick. Hutchison dropped what he should have taken. In fact, there's Hutchison now trying to roll his way through traffic. Gort did well in a crisis. God had turned an eternity. And your boots at the umpire. Comes out to Bosley again now. He comes up to meet the football. Runs towards the forward pocket. Was he held? No, he wasn't. Stonehouse hacks the ball out of there. Enel has to compete, but Zidebell got in front and took a Class Harbour setter. Mark of the day.
I reckon the umpires have just put the whistles in the back pocket.
Yeah, they have at the moment.
Just go for it. There's a chance now for Hutchinson, who's taken the mark in the right forward pocket. A shot for goal coming up for the Saints.
And I'd say the coach has given the Birry boys a bit bit of instruction to help Hutchison break that tag because they're paying a fair bit of attention to Frampton early in this quarter.
So Lewis Bryce, who was out pretty much the whole second half of the year, has returned for the elimination final. Was very impressive in the games we saw him play. He's about 25 out right forward pocket. He goes back. He's kept it right. It's a behind. Margins back to that 1 goal ball game. It's 2-3 plays, 1-3 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. We've gone 4.5 on the Richardson Real Estate time clock. Sports Power Colac third quarter. Bombers got it in the back pocket. Now it's Josh Howland with the footy. Been a big move in the second half of the year for the Bombers, moving in from the forward line to defence.
Oh, that...
Clobbered there was Robertson. He went to take the mark and he just got whooshked.
The old-fashioned Maggie Murner.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Robertson across the half-back flank. Hand pass over the top to McDonald's. Had plenty of the football.
Good kick.
Who kicks? He might be in charge of the side at about 5 o'clock tonight. Him and Cooper Stevens taking over. Cam Parker. Here's Hutchinson with the footy.
Andrews is by himself deep in the 50.
On centre wing. So Maxey loads up, puts it inside the forward 50 for the Bombers. Hanley underneath it. Swain roved it. And he's going to be pinned on the footy.
He was almost out there too.
Was free kick goes the way of Sam Hanley for the Saints, who's going to switch it. Dangerous kick looking for Jarvis. It was Harry. Middleton's there. Tries to create something. Ramos in the right forward pocket. Good pressure there by Will Hutchinson for the Saints. He launches it out of defence. Frampton's underneath this. That's Jacob taking the mark. Just outside the 50. Goes inbound and finds Cooper, who's on the 50. Might be a little bit beyond him.
He's on fire at the moment too, Cooper.
4 stats this quarter.
Cooper goes inbound. Middleton slipped out of his hand. Shouldn't have eaten popcorn at half-time. Hanley switches it and finds Nicky Boy Arnold. It's still in defensive 50 day for the Saints.
And he's played on now. He wants his left foot there as well. Good shepherd ball. Williamson to create some space. He's kicked those to a 2-on-1 outnumbered. McDonald punches the ball away here. Stevens again. Tackled immediately by Bryce. Umpire surely will call for it. And we'll get a stoppage. Heading towards half four for the Saints. It's a 6-point game like it was at half-time. Ball thrown up now, says umpire Dougie Evans. Robertson straight to the arms there of Dullock. He was dispossessed. Paddock just grabbed it and kicked it up towards half four. Will it be 15? Good defensive work by Stevens again. Picked up there by Floyd nicely. Left foot kick inside towards the forward pocket. Was a bit wide of Hayward. Bounced at the field of play, but he ran out of room. Boundary thrown to take place in the right forward pocket for the Saints.
Already this game's opened up a bit in this quarter.
Yeah, it has.
I think that both coaches would say, let's just go for it, because there's nothing to lose for both these clubs. The loser is eliminated from the premiership race for this year. It's a boundary throw in. 7 gone in this third quarter, thanks to Sports Power Colac. It's the Bombers leading by 6 points like it was at half-time. It was a shallow throw in, but Gord grabbed it. He got caught. He laid a good tackle, but Arnold got rid of it. Brogdon, was he tackled high? He was. And a free kick will go into the best Mustaka in the business.
Oh, it's a ripper.
And he'll go back and have a crack at goal from about 35 metres. But they haven't been easy to kick from this side this afternoon.
No, you've got to go to the right-hand goal post because the breeze will drag it to the left.
Come on, Jack. Do it for the mustache.
Do it for the tash.
Just the 2 goals in season 2025. Wearing your number 70. This to level the scores if he can kick it, but it's not an easy one. Hasn't been easy for shot goal kicking today. Comes in from 35. Looks good off the boot, but it's fading away to the left. It's a big pack of players around it. Hayward's grabbed it, and I think he might have kicked it, I think.
Hit the post.
No, it's a free kick, I think. No, it's a point. Bit of confusing there as well. Margin back under that margin.
He liked it, Hayward, didn't
He
he?
did.
Oh, he celebrated. Tried to milk it Tom Hawkins style.
Yeah, so the margin back to 5 points. 1-4-10. Irrewarra-Beeac 2-3-15. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. And McDonald's goes right up the middle.
He does. Thumping kick to the middle of the ground here. It was Hayward Slater. Went straight to Arnold, and Arnold bangs it inside the forward 50 for Birregurra. Hayward couldn't take the mark. Here's a chance now for the Saints through Jake the Snake Williamson. Kick to the top of the goal square there. Big tackle there by Curtis. Bombers with the numbers. McDonald, thumping kick on the last line of defence. Bounces away from Frampton.
Oh, good work.
Paddles it looking for Stevens. Gathers the football. This Cooper. Backwards hand pass to Wills. They take a bit of a breath. Wills lines up. Kicks look for Frampton on centre wing. But it's gone out of bounds on the full. He has to jump the fence and get the footy. And it was Hanley's going to take Bosley's going to take the free kick
Great
on
work
centre
there
wing.
from Frampton to tap the ball across to Cooper Stevens.
He goes inbound and finds Floyd, who you guys spoke about at halftime, needs to lift. They need more out of Ethan Floyd from centre wing. Kicks the centre half forward here. Curtis couldn't take the mark. Chance again for McDonald. He's tackled by Curtis on the 50. And he's been pinholed the footy.
Wow.
Free kick goes to Curtis. I reckon he should have given it to Arnold. Arnold was part of the tackle too. He goes inbound. No one can take the mark. Morrissey in defence. Thumping kick out of the defensive 50 here. Off hands, a chance for Slater, but Bosley picks up the footy for Birregurra. Inbound the Floyd. Floyd now just takes the chill pill. He's going to switch it across the centre square, goes backwards, and he finds Hadley, Cooper, who kicks, and he finds Jarvis. Jarvis now kicks, looking for a teammate in Siranowski. He's got the footy, kicks to the right, half-forward flank. Hayward mets out and marks it like Wayne Carey there. Joel Hayward, and I tell you what, he's going to have a crack. He's going to have a kick for goal on the 50 right in front of the netball court.
He's your man, Maxie. Is he going to kick it?
He's better from the snap, about 5 metres out, but I'm backing my man. He's kicked 2 behind so far today. He'd love a goal.
This is not an easy kick.
It's not. This is where Travis Woodmason normally kicks goals back in his heyday on the run for the Colac Tigers. Joel Hayward, what can he do? On the 50, can he give Birregurra the lead? His kick doesn't look too bad. Fading left. It's going to be off hands. Smacked in the woodwork. And another poster and another behind for Birregurra. We're getting the scores, boys, though, this quarter. Just not the goals. We're getting points.
Turnover. Hayward's had another crack. Ball squandered towards the full forward zone. Howlett mops up. His hand pass needs to work, and it does. Spills out now to McDonald. He's been terrific. That's a good kick. Farr couldn't take it. He grabs it on this occasion. Good handball to Stevens. He's lifted since half-time. Chips it over the top for Andrews. He's got all the space. He goes off the ground. But all he can see is Saints jumpers. Jarvis, break the tackle just. Hand pass inside. Put his teammate under pressure. Well done by Stannard. Hand pass didn't go very far. Coming through Cashman. Stannard trying to mop up his own work. Stannard worked himself out and laid a very heavy tackle. And we're going to get a boundary throw in. See, there's no easy possession out there, that's for sure.
No, late inclusion, Stannard, for the injured Flanagan, and he's done quite well today.
Margin is just 4 points. This game is evenly poised, like it was about this time yesterday before the Swans ran over the top of them. Hayward got in front, sort of scooped it out in the end. Hutchison hands it off to Ramos. Kicks towards the hot spot. Carver, he's got 3 to B. Got Metz to it, couldn't take it. Stannard grabbed it and he's immediately tackled. And they get a boundary thrown out of this. Is the first time for quite some time. They get a stoppage inside their 50. With the margin 4 points in favour of Irrewarra-Beeac. They've been in front for a while. Birregurra having kicked a goal since the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. That's been their only goal so far. Hayward got in front. He's lifted to Russell. His kick was smothered in the end by Stevens. He's lifted. Floyd, hand pass through traffic, but he's going to get a free kick. Probably a little lucky.
He was, and Irrewarra-Beeac were out there.
They were indeed. So Floyd deep in defence. He's got himself into this game in his second half. What's his stats, AJ, from Floyd?
8 kicks, 2 handballs. Step comes
kick was smashed by Stonehouse with a massive fist. Danny Frawley will be happy with that. God rest his soul. And we're going to boundary throw in 13-minute mark. And the Bombers lead by 4 points. 13 minutes played. Sports Power Colac third term. The winner to take on the reigning Premier's lawn in the first semi this time next Sunday.
Bly throws it up. 60 out from goal for the Bombers. There's going to be a whistle. Free kick goes to Hayward. So Joel Hayward now, what can he do? I wonder if he's going to retire during the off-season and then return in round 1. That is the big question. He sells a bit of candy. He's had a wonderful year, actually. In terms of nominations for Team of the Year, his coach put him down.
Not surprising.
So he's had a great year. He kicked the centre half
good
forward.
Mark.
Stonehouse has been paid the mark.
He's been good today.
So Nick Stonehouse. Tell you what North Shore could do with Nick Stonehouse.
Absolutely.
At the moment, as he said, up and down sort of form last year, but yeah, definitely been very impressed with the games that we've commentated of the Bombers this year. Stannard flew high, couldn't take the mark, and it's going to roll out of bounce. Boundary throw between centre wing and half forward, favouring the Bombers' side of the ground, just in front of the LCD scoreboard here at the Central Reserve.
I think it is, Pete. I don't see where the goals are going to come from for Birregurra.
No, it's tough work. Both defences have been rock solid today.
15-11. It's like a high-scoring soccer game. Here comes to Stevens. His kick wasn't great, but Andrews fumble on the 40. Hand passes to Slater. He dropped it. Hadley stole it. Andrews again. Hand passes Swain. Right forward pocket. No one can take the mark. It's gone through for a rush behind. They go now to 2-4-16. Irrewarra-Beeac. Birregurra 1-5-11. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. 14.5 gone on the Richardson Real Estate time clock. And this is Mix FM's third quarter. Thanks to Sports Bell Colac.
Flynn Darroch's got the footy. He's going to chip it out wide. Arnold. Good contest with him and Howlett. And we can get a boundary throw in. Really love the move of putting Josh Howlett in defence as he came back from overseas. He's been the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, he has. And Nick Arnold's a solid player for Birregurra. He's handled him pretty well today.
So boundary throw in here. Goals have been hard to come by, but like it has been all day in all grades of footy. Gaunt doing the ruck work. Enel's just come back on the ground. We're having a little spell. Hutchison's kick was smothered by Stevens there over Birregurra. Wells overran the footy. Picked up by Enel. Kick a goal, young fella at 35. Yes. Whooshka! Tommy Enel kicks an absolute beauty. Finally we get a goal in the second half, and it's a ripper goal today contender to Tommy Enel.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Kicks just his second goal for the season, and a pretty opportune time at that. The Bombers get a nice little buffer. The biggest lead of the game so far of 11 points. They're 3-4-22, Richie. To Birregurra 1-5-11. We played 16 minutes third term. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Pete, that is a big goal.
It's
in
a big
context
goal.
of the elimination final.
Yeah, and that's where you need your class players to bob their head up at times like this, and Tommy Enor has done that with a class finish at the end of that.
It's been, again, the same scoreline as the second quarter, but this one a bit more entertaining. It's been end-to-end a bit more than stoppages, as Hayward's been pulled to the ground. It'll be a ball up again in the middle of the ground. So what do Birregurra have in the back pocket? Only one goal in this game. That came at the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. Hayward now grabs it out of the middle. Thumpy kick the centre half forward. Comes out to Hutchinson. Fumbles though. Bosley throws in a tackle. Zybel got it over the top now to Flynn Darroch, bangs it inside the forward 50 again. Bryce is lurking. Floyd's forward. Chance here again now. Bryce, this way, that way. Snaps.
Good pressure
behind.
again. Good pressure again from the Bombers' defence.
He's kicked a couple of behinds now, Louis Bryce.
Yes, that was a good opportunity. I know he's under pressure, but they've got to make the most of those
had
opportunities.
their chances
they
in the
have.
last
they
10
have.
minutes, yeah.
1-6-12, Birregurra 3-4-22. Irrewarra-Beeac, 17 minutes gone in this Sports Power Colac third quarter. The Bombers' defence been ultra impressive. Howlett got it over top back to
Tommy.
McDonald. Enel tried a hand pass to himself. Bailey Scott style. Here's Hamish Darroch. Puts the ball inside the forward 50, but McDonald's all by himself.
Good kick.
A strange kick though, but it is good. Finds Stonehouse in the back pocket.
Gee, McDonald's been outstanding today.
Yeah, he's a cool head, isn't he?
He goes short to Stonehouse and finds far. Another one has been a really handy contributor over the last month or so for the Bombers' defence. Kicks up towards the wing position. Patches around the concept at the back of Stevens. Read it well. Grabbed it, immediately tackled. He's gone. No, play on. And we'll get a boundary throw. We're probably a bit fortunate there, I reckon.
Yeah, no, lucky to get away with that one. But the umpires have tended to let it go all day, so pretty consistent.
It's a boundary throw in here. This next goal is massive. Thrown up. Robertson in front. Free kick been picked out. It's going to go Berry's way against Robinson.
Berry really need the next goal. If Irrewarra kick the next goal, you're looking at a 16-point lead, which is going to be tough to make up.
Particularly on a day like today.
Yeah, that's right.
They haven't kicked the goal for over an hour. So Paddock's got the footy now. Goes over the top to looking for Hutchison.
It's better.
And finds him. Hasn't had too much of the ball. Frampton's followed him like a glove all day. He's got on the wing position here. This next goal, as Pete said, is huge. Chip me ball inside. Flynn Darroch trapped it on the half volley. Gave the back die hand to Hutchison now. Runs his full measure. Kicks towards the hot spot there. Bryce is underneath. Wills, good use of the body and they're out. And Tommy Enor, like treasured a moment, did in the Memsey yesterday. He's off to the races. Has a bounce on the broadcast side of the ground. He kicks up towards the wing, looking for Stevens. Had 3 to beat. Good punch away. But Tommy won the footy. He got tackled and they get a stoppage out of it. Ball up on smack bang centre wing.
Great win there from Cooper Stevens. 3 against 1.
Yeah, he was outnumbered. He's had a big third quarter. He's the skipper, incoming coach potentially. Maybe after this afternoon, you just don't know. Here's Eneldy. He can smell it. Good handball over the top to Middleton. He got numbers on half forward. Was taken on Stevens. Hand pass to Dunn. Goes inside 50. Kicked in the pocket. Morrissey. Well done, Hanley. Geez, a good player, though. Both those Hanley boys, they've had a super seasons, both of them. And we'll get a boundary thrower, but this is danger time now.
Yeah, they just managed to get a hand in, don't they? The Handleys.
Pete Cooper Stevens 10 disposals this quarter on the step.
And that's a 10-bucker in the swear jar there.
Lucky boundary throw in here. This is a big next couple of minutes here. Saints cannot afford to concede a goal here. Paddock wins the double-fisted. He looks for the boundary. Floyd kept it in. Hand pass just. McDonald's been sensational, but he got one high. And he's going to win himself a free kick. That was a right decision from umpire Timmy Whitehead. 55 to 60 metres from goal. He's probably, in my opinion, been best on ground.
Lower your eyes, Bryce. Don't just bomb it to the top of the square.
And he's probably going to have a choice, Pete. He's going to find Stevens here. Oh, he had the right idea, but the wrong jumper. And Cunnington's market here. What can the Saints do in the counter attack? As we're at a time on in this third quarter.
So Cunnington now. This way, that way. He's going to go inbound and he finds a play in the centre square. Darroch got the hand pass off to Siranowski. He just got the hand pass out to Hamish Darroch. Darroch through the gut to the central. Kicks the centre half forward.
Great
Hutchinson takes the mark. That's Will. Just on the 50. Here it goes. Looking for Bryce, who takes the mark in the left forward pocket. Good ball movement there by Birregurra. That was the stuff that made him on top of the ladder in the first half of the year.
It was your man, Maxie, Hamish Darroch.
Yep, through the guts.
And best ball movement we've seen from Birri all day.
Absolutely.
How big is this kick?
So Louis Bryce, couple of behind so far this afternoon. This is a big one. His side trails by 10 points. They haven't kicked a goal since the 6-minute mark of the first quarter. It's the 21-minute mark of the third now. So Bryce goes back, and I think he's kicked a goal.
It's a goal.
He has.
Game on, boys.
He's kicked a goal. Louis Bryce has got it. It's 1 goal apiece in this third quarter. They now go to 2-6-18 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. Irrewarra-Beeac at 3-4-22. And on the Riches and Real Estate time clock, we've gone 21 and a half in this Sports Power Colac third quarter.
Great ball movement there from Birregurra. Started by Derek. Beautiful kick into Hutchison, wasn't it? Who then nice kick inside 50 to Bryce.
So interesting today, boys, that all the elimination finals on the football side of things, all the teams have finished fifth of one today. So you can't count the Saints out yet, but Ernol comes away with the footy now. He just can't pick the darn thing up. He picks it up on this occasion now. Kicked the ripping goal just a few minutes ago. Hand pass to Stevens. Stevens through traffic, gets it back to Dunn. Back to Ernol. He wants his left foot. It's a high kick. Morrissey's got 2 to beat. Creates a contest though. Ball spills to ground. Cashman running the tightrope. Kept it in the Jarvis. Caught by Swain. Kept the ball inside. We'll get a boundary throw in.
Another one who's had a big third quarter, boys, is Tommy Ennor.
Yeah, he's really looked lively in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, kicked a ripping goal. Break the deadlock. It's a boundary throw in here. Closing in on 3/4 time. Robertson in front. Wins the tap down. Floyd, he's lifted, but taken away by Zydbell. Hand pass put Russell under pressure. He's tackled immediately by Frampton. That's Jacob. He's been really good today, the youngster. And we're going to have a ball up. 22 and a half, 23 minutes about to tick gone. Whose season's about to end? Who's going to live to fight on another day in season 2025? Stannard couldn't take it, and Frampton happened to see it go over. We'll get a boundary throw in. So right in front of our broadcast position, this crowd, not a spare, the standing room only at the moment. We still don't know who's going to win this elimination final. 2 great rivals. Of course, I've had some great battles, finals battles, including grand finals, and there it is. So the scene is set in this 2025 elimination final. It's a goal apiece, but the Bombers have got their noses in front by that margin of 4 points. They're 3-4-22. Birregurra 2-6-18. Goal kickers for the Bombers, Morrissey, Stannard, and Ennor. Well, for the Saints, Nick Arnold and Louis Bryce, the senior goal kickers. Do not go anywhere. It's setting up to be a thrilling finish to this elimination final. Who's going to leave with 4 teams and who's going to get knocked out? Back with that with the KFC Colac last quarter after this from the Central Reserve here on Mix FM. Was there an arm chop there? No, there wasn't. Here he is. Bailey Scott dribbles along the ground. It's bouncing across the face, but he might map up and run his own ball. He does. Goes back and kicks one of the goals of the year.
touched. It's Oregon.
The half forward. You're going to leave it. Slater, good punch away. Stevens rubbed it beautifully. Gets around one. Check sides on the ground. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Cooper Stevens. Class with a
Points the margin. Very lead by at. Here's a chance for Scott. Rose beautifully. And the last half. Bailey Scott's put the.
Foster. Cunningham rather. Over the top of the footy yet again. It's a hot footy to be won. It's a kick out of the park by somebody. And I think it's Ramos. He's kicked one out of his backside. First goal of the afternoon. It's a goal that they contend.
It's going to be stolen. Morrissey's trying to get the football. Stolen by Stevens.
Oh, he's got
it. Snaps a goal at a contender.
A West Vic
fire. Here's a chance now for Gort.
Oh, he's got it anyway.
Scott runs his measure. This is a coach's play.
Oh, and he's in the frame, dude.
Coach's goal.
And nicely, hand pass to Price. Caught. Got the hand pass just in the nick of time. Melville grabs it. Melville kicks, and he's got it. Here comes the cup.
Got the percentage, so Alvey Alnard sounds the candy. Yeah, Alvey got the superior percentage.
Good mark.
It's a chance now for Tex.
Here's a chance. Frampton, 65 out, centering kick. Coming in. Oh, what a mark.
Great mark.
By Darcy Theodore.
On the footy. Bailey Scott got the hand pass out.
Oh, here we go.
Looking. He's a looking. And to level it.
Looks good.
Oh. He's kicked. Kicks the goal. Scores are level.
Oh, my goodness.
It's 78 all.
Egbert getting back to Howard. And there's the silence. The silence gone. It is a draw.
There you go.
And the Colac Imperials are minor premiers.
Real estate and Green Con.
Ball and Croft Colac are looking for their next team member, a full-time salesperson, someone with a positive attitude, great with people and eager to learn about appliances, furniture and tech. Retail experience is welcome but not essential. Ball and Croft is proud to support the community and provide great service with a friendly team. Apply today by sending your resume to admin@ballandcroft.com.au. Hurry, applications close Monday, September 8. Ball and Croft, your local home for quality and service.
Hi, Ben Allen here from Victorian Group Training. Reality Kitchens in Colac is looking for a first-year apprentice to join their team. If you've got great attention to detail and want a strong start in the construction industry, this could be your moment. Head to bgtc.org.au to apply today.
It's more than just a shed. It's your workshop, your escape, your space to create. At Hutton Build, they get that. Now calling Colac home, this family-owned business specialises in custom sheds, garages and renovations that suit your lifestyle. With over 16 years' experience, licensed builder Brody is with you from first sketch to final screw, real service and top quality builds. See their work at huttonbuild.com.au. Hutton Build, built for life. Check them out on Facebook.
Been involved in a car accident? Came here from Colac Collision Centre. Choose us for your insurance repairs. Fast, reliable and quality work every time. We care about your car as much as you do. Colac Collision Centre, Hugh Murray Drive.
Powered by Sports Power Colac, FSR Equip, KFC Colac and Minerva Foods. This is CDFNL Live.
One quarter of footy left for Irrewarra-Beeac and Birregurra for season 2025. We don't know who it is or whose last quarter it's going to be. The game's up for grabs. 3-4-22 the Bombers. Birregurra 2-6-18. It is Charlie Morrissey, Tom Enor and Jacob Stannard, the goal kickers for the Bombers. While for Birregurra, we've got Nick Arnold and Lewis Bryce, the goals for the Saints. Defcom stats at three-quarter time, AJ.
13 free kicks to Irrewarra-Beeac, 14 Birregurra, 12 to hit-outs to Bailey Robinson of Irrewarra-Beeac, 28 to Indy Paddock of Birregurra. Leading stats winner for Irrewarra-Beeac and leading stats winner on the ground is Cooper Stevens. 12 kicks, 12 handballs, 4 marks, 24 disposals, 20 also to Bryce McDonald, 18 kicks, 2 handballs, 3 marks. On Birregurra's side of things, boys, looking down the sheet, it looks like 14 to Jeremiah Zybal, 4 kicks, 10 handballs and 2 marks. Those leading stats winners, thanks to Stevcom boys.
Thanks to AJ, CDFNL Live Final Series broadcast, all thanks to the Bridgestone Service Centre in Colac. KFC Colac last term about to get underway. Pete, who wins it?
I think Irrewarra-Beeac might hang on from here. Cooper Stevens, Tommy Unor starting to get their hands on the ball. The class players will be the difference in the end.
So here we go. Whose season's ends in the next 25 minutes? We're going to find out. As Robertson wins the tap down. Coming through on that occasion, Hutchison there for the Saints. Has taxed the ball forward up towards half forward. Enor got himself going in the third term. He got it to Stevens, but he coughed it up. Hand pass to Hamish Darroch. Has a bounce. 45 out. He takes all of them on. 35 out. Stonehouse, well done. Gee, that would have been the goal of the year if he happened to nail that one. Oh, and there's a bit happening too.
Yeah.
Brother sticking up for his brother. And they go to 2-7. Irrewarra-Beeac at 3 goals 4.
Geez, all class, young Derek, isn't he? That was a brilliant piece of play.
Here's McDonald, sends it out of defence, and he finds Wills. Wills now goes by hand. Saints look up and about in this last quarter. Jarvis takes the mark in front of Ramos. So Jarvis has got the football now on centre wing. Looks to go wide. He kicks inside the forward 50 for Birregurra. McDonald flew high. Flynn Darrow kicks to the left forward pocket here. Chance for Jake the Snake. Williamson up against the boundary.
On the ball.
And he's been pinned on the footy. Free kick will go to the Bombers in the last line of defence to Far.
They look up and about, Berry, in the first minute.
Yeah, absolutely. So Far now looks the field. He's going to kick it out of defensive 50, grandstand side. Hayward couldn't take the mark. Off hands, it was Middleton. Couple of hand passes. Here's Swain with the footy for the Bombers. Going to play a loose, and it's Stannard on centre wing. So Jacob Stannard, he's going to go in short, and he finds a Ramos right up against the boundary line. It's the Bombers leading this one. This elimination final by 3 points, 22-19. He goes short and finds Swain. A bit like Elvie at the yesterday in the last quarter, the first 5 minutes went possession football, sort of killed the contest a little bit. He goes inbound and he finds Ramos again. A bit of a kick-to-kick between Swain and Ramos. Ramos just outside the 50. He's going to go to the right forward pocket, deep inside the forward 50, but a good mark there by Hadley in defence. So Hadley now with the football, looking to go afield again. He's going to send it out of defence. Robertson underneath this, but Wills steals it. Zachy Wills, class other centre marker that A. He's having a good game. He winds up. He puts it into the right forward pocket. Yeah. Swain.
Good option.
Takes the mark. And Tommy Swain will have a shot for goal 25 metres out in the right forward pocket.
If they keep bombing it to the top of the square, Birregurra are going to outmark them all the time. So that was a good option there.
Agree with that.
Oh, then we've lost you, Drew, again. You twisted that headset again. So Tommy Swain, right forward pocket. He's kicked a behind on the scoreboard. And the Bombers now go to 3-5-23 to 2-7-19. Greg Allen, Farm Machinery scoreboard. KFC Colac last quarter have gone 3 minutes.
Got me back?
No.
Come back to it, Drew.
Yep.
Will Jarvis with the kicking duties for Birregurra, boys.
So it's a chance now for Jarvis to try and work it out of defence. He's going to kick it long. Out of the defensive 50. Big pack around this court. Trying to get it out. Here's a chance now for Cashman trying to create something. He kicks off the ground here for the Birregurra Saints. Jake the Snake palms it over the top. Here's Hayward. Hayward goes by hand. Hutchinson bangs the ball inside the forward 50 for Birregurra here. Stonehouse and Bryce. Bryce and Stonehouse. It goes out of bounds. And we're on the last line of defence now.
Good overlap there from Birregurra. They just had a man, kept coming.
4 points the difference. 23 plays 19. The Seagulls are evading the centre reserve. Get the big nets out. Umpire to throw it back into play. Hayward up against Gaunt. Gaunt wins a tap out. Chance now for Bosley. Bosley kicks a goal. Bosley's kicked an absolute ripper. Lockie is a goal at a contender. The Saints are in front.
A Westvic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Come on down, Lockie Bosley normally does his job down in defence, but he snagged it. And the Saints lead this elimination final by 2 points. 4.5 gone, 3-7-25 to 3-5-23 Irrewarra-Beeac.
Great stoppage goal there from Bosley. He just read it beautifully off the top of the pack and took clean possession, straight onto the boot, bang, goal, game on.
So, got our final on our hands. The Saints lead by 2 points. As we start this underway once again. One down there by Paddock now. Hamish Durrock there, tackled straight away. And we'll get a ball up.
Still can't believe that young bloke's 16.
It's amazing, isn't it? Ball thrown up. Robertson in front. Paddock broke to under, but Robertson wins the tap to Hutchison. You can tell he's left it. That should be holding the footy. Tom Frampton got him. Free kick to the Bombers. The Bombers have been close in close games this year. And it's a good kick looking for Wills. He's got all the time and space in the world to pick it up. He does on this occasion. Goes inside 50 with a kick. Looking that time there was an awkward ball to carry there for Ramos. Hanley kept it in just. Long kick up the line there. That's a good kick. And Darrock's marked it. So the Saints covering a little bit of extra ground at the moment. The youngster pulls the trigger. Good kick to centre half forward. Bryce Cook there should have been paid the mark and he wasn't. Stone back a free kick. It's going to go Bombers' way. That is a strange decision. Stonehouse gives it to Farr and Farr finds Enor on centre wing.
Enor. Oh, he's just going to take a break. He gets the quick hand pass over the top to Carmody. Carmody kicks it out of bounds. Oh, just skits over the line. Looked like it was going to go out of bounds on the full.
Not a bad result there for Irrewarra, I think.
So boundary throwing just inside the forward 50. So right in front of the netball courts here. The Saints lead in this elimination final. Ball goes in a bit short though. Robertson couldn't take it. Cashman got it over top to Hutchinson, who's been set off the leash at the moment. Middleton takes the mark.
Well done.
Good mark in front of Bosley. Used the body well. So Toby Middleton, who was an inclusion into the side, he missed out on the game last week in that drawn game against the Colac Imperials. Will have a shot for goal pretty much directly in front, but he's about 40 metres out from goal.
Nick Stonehouse just gone to the bench with a physio. Might have just caught one on the ribs, I'd say.
2 points the margin. He'll go back and try and give the Bombers back the lead in this last quarter. He kicks.
Looks good.
Looks really, really good. Went straight over the goal umpire, sat for a goal. And Toby Middleton with his 11th goal for the season, but his first goal this afternoon, puts the Bombers back in front of this elimination final here at the Centre Reserve. 4-5-29 the Bombers, 3-7-25 Birregurra.
Good composure there from the young fella. Goes back and just takes his time and puts it straight over the goal umpire's head. A handy goal there for Irrewarra-Beeac.
So goal for goal to start this final term in this elimination final. The loser at the end of the season. The winner goes on next week to take on the Dolphins. It's back in the middle now with Timmy Whitehead. Slater doing the ruck work now. It's going to be a free kick to Slater. Was pretty clumsy there from Paddock. He gives the hand pass down to Cooper Stevens. This second half has been sensational. He goes inside 50. I don't think it was meant for done, but he got it anyway. And he'll go back almost directly in front. And this, all of a sudden, to put the margin out to 10 points with a straight kick. This is a big kick. He's given it off to Ramos. He winds up, goes for goal, and goes bang! Oh, he's popped the big fella. They've kicked 2 in a minute, and the Bombers now lead by 10. 5-5-35 on the Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. The Saints are 3-7-25. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scoreboard. This has been a good response from the Bombers, Pete, the last few minutes.
It has. Look, we thought the game would open up. Ramos has been a goal kicker during the home and away season, and it's good to see him get on the board in a final.
He has. What a recruit.
Yep.
18 goals prior to that one, so 19 for the season now. And all of a sudden the Bombers, they looked down and out. Saints started this last quarter on 5, but the Bombers have replied. 3 unanswered goals. Here's Enor, 2 unanswered goals. Here's a chance now for Floyd. Off the ground's a hot football all of a sudden. She's on like Donkey Kong in this elimination final. Mad Monday for the loser. Lawn for the winner next Sunday.
Oh, what's happened here?
Yeah, umpires spotted a free kick to Enor.
So free kick to Tommy Enor, centre wing.
Not sure what for, but something must have happened in that contest.
There was a bit of push and shove going on there in the contest.
He's turned it on in this second half as well, Tommy Enor.
Nice kick.
Hey, look at that. Morrissey off the chain, takes the mark, 55 metres out from goal. Probably a little bit beyond his distance now. Did the old Malcolm Blight though, couldn't he?
Good.
His kick, he's going to go to the right forward pocket, swinging back. Bosley's are there. And so are the Hadleys, and it's gone a bounce or a ball up in the right forward pocket.
Real family affair there, Max.
The Bosleys and the Handleys. 10 points the margin. Bombers leading. Here's a chance now for Floyd through traffic. Well, how smooth was that? How silk was that? But his kick wasn't good. Went straight to far.
Oh, lucky he didn't get 50 there.
Far winds up, puts it into the right forward pocket.
Well done.
Took a dive, slipped catch. You'd see in the cricket router. I reckon Pillsy could have taken that, but Morrissey, what a mark.
Get him into the Ashes squad coming up.
So Charlie Morrissey kicked the first goal for Irrewarra-Beeac this afternoon. He kicked 5 last week in the first half against the Colac and Pirras in that epic drawn game to close the home and away season. Morrissey, you'd reckon if he snags this, he's going to put him to the semi-finals.
I reckon you're right.
30 metres out, tough angle. He goes back, he's given it all. It's gone left, no score. Ramos is there, Russell's there. It's going to go Ramos, no. Oh, he kept it alive, but it's gone out of bounds. And a boundary throw-in. We've gone to 11 minutes in this KFC Colac last quarter. It's the Bombers 5-35, Birregurra 3-7-25.
Boundary throw-in to take place. Hayward against Slater. Slater's been a real problem since moving into the ruck, but no one really won it. Hutchison's lifted, Darn through traffic, standing start towards the forward zone, but Jarvis read it well and take the mark. That's Will Jarvis. So the Saints now, all they have to do is dead. They've got to take the game on to have any chance to keeping their season alive. Kick up towards the wing position. Had too much penetration on the kick. Hutchison there was trying to get there, but the ball ran out of room. Boundary throw in here. Next goal is so important. It would have been a low-scoring game. This game's gone up a gear in the second half. 10 points to lead. The end of the season for the loser. The winner to take on Lord next Sunday. It's on the wing. Hayward grabbed it, took it out of the ruck and kicked it, was smothered. Frampton over the top, likewise Zidebell. Done. All over the top of him with Hutchison, and we're going to get another ball up. So we have Imps taking on Albie next week for the spot in the granny. Well, Lorne anxiously wait what's going to happen in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Hayward, was he taken high? No, he wasn't. Dunn's had a big start to his final term, and he cricked it long. Middleton has to come in, create the contact. It took a ripper. Class Harbour centre mark of the day. Saints cannot afford to be looking dangerous again. Gets around 1, kicks inside 50. That's not a great kick. Too wide, a matter of fact. It's out of bounds on the full, and the Saints live to fight another day for the moment.
Oh, the good old-fashioned teeth dry here at the Central. 10 points to margin. For the neutrals, you sort of hope the Saints get one, so then we have 6 minutes of mayhem of football at the moment. The Bombers at the moment just got the arms reach on them. Carmody's got the footy. Zidebell tackles him over the line and be a boundary throw-in on the outer side wing. Right between the two scoreboards here.
This is anyone.
Central.
Yeah. Just got the feel, Max. The next goal for the Bombers here, and you think it'll be pretty hard to come back for the Saints, especially when they've kicked only 3 goals for the afternoon.
By throws it back into play. Gaunt against Hayward. Gaunt's hand pass wasn't great. Here's Enor. Slipped the hand pass out. Chance here now for Russell. He's tackled. And it'll be a ball up on centre wing again. 35-25.
So Robinson back on in the ruck and Slater having a rest on the bench.
Saints did take the lead in this last quarter, but the Bombers, with the last couple of goals, have a 10-point lead. Gaunt with the football kicks, but it's over the head of Middleton, and it's gone marked by Cashman. Cashman's going to go inbound and finds a Russell. Russell's got it at halfback. He goes by hand now. They're off to the races here.
Oh, no.
Drop the mark.
He's
Huntington there. And you get the hand pass out. Here's Ramos. Ramos kicks inside the forward 50. Is this going to be the counter blow here? Hutchinson runs around Hadley. And Hutchinson has kicked it behind. He stuffed the kick. I tell you what, that was a good play, though. It's a behind, and the Saints just relief in defence. 5-6-36 to 3-7-25, 11 points to margin.
Yeah, Liam Cunnington was the most relieved man out there on the ground, I think.
Harry Jarvis goes whoosh up towards centre wing, but Wills, he's had a good game today. He's taken the mark. Centre wing, he goes inbound to Patch. Patch with a very important turnover. He decides to go out wide, back to Wills. So Bombers happy to chew up some time. They've got the lead. Kicks up towards centre half forward. Middleton a bit too much on it though. And taking the mark in the end was Cashman. So the Saints have to go. They need to kick 2 goals to win. At least to win, to keep their season alive. Kicks up towards the wing. Bryce has to come in there. Got bits to it, couldn't mark it. Gone at the back, roved it nicely. Hand pass to Wills. Was an awkward ball to carry. Had a fair share shot, but Tom Frampton, I've liked his game today with his job on Hutchison. His kick was smart, but goes back in after it again. Coming up to meet it again was Bosley. Well played by Gawn. Had a fresh shot, didn't connect. Here's Hutchison now for Birregurra. He's pole driven into the turf, and we'll get a ball up on centre wing as the time continues to tick. Irrewarra-Beeac led by 11 points. Ball thrown up again. Hayward got up early. Didn't really make connection with the fist, though, with the ball. Hayward comes at our side bell. Here they go now, they're the Saints. This is Hamish Jarek, the 16-year-old. Kicks up towards left, half forward. Stonehouse did really well. Curtis needs to protect this footy, which he did. Hands it to Floyd. Hand pass to Hamish Jarek. He roved hard. Break the tackle. Runs to 35 and 5. Carries in and kicks a goal. Game on. Stay alive. Golden Acre Contender are back within 5 points.
A West Vic Sheds and Garages goal of the day.
Nick Arnold becomes the first multiple goal kicker on the ground, and Hamish Jarek has proven why he's going to be one of the players to watch in the future. Birria 4-7-31. They stay in it. Irrewarra-Beeac at 5-6-36. 16 played in this KFC Colac last quarter. Greg Allen Farm Machinery scored. This game is alive, Pete.
He's alive, and it's a young fella that's been involved in both those goals, but a beautiful bit of play. Started the passage of play, got the ball back, broke a tackle, and then delivered it perfectly.
5 points the margin. KFC Colac last quarter, 16 and a half gone. Here we go. Zybel trying to bang it forward. Here's Curtis. Hand pass wasn't great. Patch trying to gather the football there. Siranowski, Zybel, Patch. Everyone falls down. We're about 60 out from the goal. Here's Curtis. Puts the Saints inside the forward 50 right forward pocket. Bryson Stonehouse, watch it roll out of bounds. Boundary throwing 25 out from the Saints goal. They're kicking to the city end. The town end of the ground here at the Central. Sunbathe.
I don't want to say this, boys, but don't rule out extra time. Don't rule it out.
We had a draw in the under-12s this morning. It was Hayward wins the tap out. Jake the Snake lurking. There is a free. It's going to go to the Bombers. Zachy Wills, who's had a big last quarter. Doing it both ends. He's going to switch it to McDonald. No. He dropped it. Now they're under pressure. Ramos has to dance his way, and he does it beautifully. I tell you what, look at the moves there by Ramos. He's got the dancing name as well. Here's a chance for Patch. Kicked it off the ground there. It was a bit of a Matty Scarlett 2009-ish. But far runs out of tarmac and it's gone out of bounds. And be boundary throwing on centre wing now.
The Bombers have got a good record in the close ones this year.
Yeah, they held on to beat South Colac. That probably actually essentially got them the final spot. They also came from behind, didn't they? Earlier in the year against South Colac. So boundary throwing. Hayward grabs it out of the ruck like he's Nick Nat-Nui. He kicks the ball to centre half forward. Curtis is there up against Wills. Wills gathers the football, gets the hand pass out. And it's going to be a free kick to Zachy Wills. He's got it at half back for the Bombers.
He's having a great 5 minutes here, Zachy Wills,
His
isn't he?
last quarter's been outstanding. So he's got the free kick now. Margin's 5 points. It's been tight all day. Kick long up the line. Hayward has to come to meet it there. Bosley comes in there, applies some good pressure. Coming through Andrews again. Hacked forward out of there by Hutchison of Birri. Kicked up towards the wing position there. Far bounced off his chest. Comes out there. Ramos has had a big last quarter to Stevens. Hacking quick up towards the wing. But the Saints have got it through Darrock again. He's ran about 20 metres. Kicks to centre half forward. Bryce is there. Punched away by Stonehouse. He's hurt himself too. Coming up to meet it there.
He's hurt his shoulder.
Yeah, he's done. Here's a chance. Russell caught. Ball. No. In the back.
Oh, boy.
Free kick, Birregurra, and Stonehouse's shoulder is out.
He's in trouble.
And a shot for goal coming up for Mitch Russell, the untitled goal kicker. He's only kicked one senior goal, and this, with a straight kick, will put the Saints in front by a point at the 19-minute mark.
Just bang it back in.
Yep.
Yeah, is it the opposite shot?
So Russell comes in, 45 out. Can he make it a hero? No. Misses. One behind. And more tension grows. 4-8-32 the Saints. Bombers 5-6-36. Approaching time on in this KFC Colac last quarter.
So, the old-fashioned teeth dryer, 19 and a half gone. She's on like Donkey Kong, 4 points the difference. McDonald sends the ball out of defence for Irrewarra-Beeac here. Jake the Snake lurking. Big pack around this one will be a ball up.
It would have to be a real blow for the Bombers if it happened to get through to next week.
Yeah.
Particularly with Stonehouse. He's had a really good last month.
He has played really well. It was hard to tell the way. Was it the shoulder that
It
was
looked
strapped?
like the shoulder,
It
yeah.
looked like the shoulder. No, it was the
The
other
other one.
shoulder.
That's what I thought. It looked like the opposite
Darroch
shoulder.
flicks the hand past there, Paddock. Tried to kick it off the ground there. Comes out to Jake the Snake Williamson.
Here we go.
Siranowski trying to gather the football. Oh, this is what we wanted. We wanted mayhem football. And the season's on the line for both sides.
Time
Be a
on.
ball up inside the forward 50. 20 minutes gone. We're into red time now.
The dangerous players, Darroch here at the stoppage.
Yeah,
The Channel 10 5-minute warning. Come up. Here's a chance now. Gordon in the ruck for the Swans here.
Here we
Comes
go.
out to Hutchinson. Hutchinson's kick wasn't great. Enor gave us the football, but he's tackled over the line. Almost takes out Dougie Evans. In the process, will be a ball up about 15 metres out from Birregurra's goal.
There's 3 spare behind the footy here for Birregurra, so Irrewarra-Beeac have to be aware of it.
4 points the margin. 21 minutes gone. KFC Colac last quarter. Gaunt wins the tap out. Hutchinson was tackled. Bryce is there as well. Stacks on the middle. Dougie Evans says, give it to me. Ball it up.
Tough work for an umpire. So many players around the ball.
Umpire to throw it back up again. Gaunt, Hayward. Gaunt wins the tap out. Offside Bell's hands. Bryce, again, another boundary throw-in. Oh.
I think every player this side of the centre.
Yeah, so Birry has got the wall set, so they have to be careful of this. Boundary throw-in. 21 and a half minutes gone. Season on the line coming up. Gaunt wins the tap down. Patch has had a good last couple of minutes. Decides to hand pass out a defensive 50. Williamson had a fumble. Had another fumble under pressure. Patch is around the footy again. He lines up. Tackled. Ball up. 22 minutes approaching.
The problem for Irrewarra-Beeac is if they get a clearing kick, it's probably going to come straight back in because they don't have any players across that centre line.
Lorne will be enjoying this. Ball spilled. Gaunt lays a good tackle. Coming Williamson again. He's over the top. They want to holding the ball. They're not going to get it. And we're going to get a ball up here to Bombers. Cam Parker, could it be his last game as Bombers coach? They're clinging on to a 4-point advantage at the moment at the 22-minute mark. Fars around the footy. Zydbell. Hand pass Darroch. Was he taken high?
Oh, he
yes,
was. He was.
It was a good call from the umpire. It was the correct call.
Gee.
And Hamish Darroch, he's 50 metres out. Might be too far out. He's been told to play on. Goes to the hot spot. Arnold Bryce is there. Couldn't take it. Bosley struck forward again. Howlett's there. Hand pass was straight down to Darroch. He got hand pass. Just free kick holding the footy.
Ooh.
And the Bombers breathe a sigh of relief again. And Tommy Ennor's had a big second half. Got the footy.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. Tommy Enor sends the Bombers out of defensive 50. Hutchinson takes a good mark. 23 minutes gone. KFC Colac last quarter. 4 points the margin. Irrewarra-Beeac hanging on in this elimination final. There's players down here. Hanley's taking the mark.
Oh, here they go.
One last roll of the dice here. Nick Arnold, the skipper, is going to switch it down the corridor, looking for Jarvis through the guts of the central. Puts Birregurra back inside the forward 50. It was a 1-on-3. Andrews has got the footy for the Bombers. He's tackled. Ball up. Ball up in the left forward pockets. 23 and a half gone. Sun Bay Central.
There's the people on the edge of the seats here. They don't know where to look.
4 points the margin. Hayward wins the tap out. Big pack around this one again. Gee, it's going to be hard to pluck out a goal, isn't it? Everyone's in this forward 50.
It is. Berry's almost better off to let Irrewarra-Beeac have a haphazard kick out of the back line.
Umpire throws it back up again. Siren! There's the siren, and Irrewarra-Beeac win an elimination final classic by 4 points.
Oh, wow.
Brilliant stuff. It was a tough, tight game. It was low scoring, but they win by 4 points. 5-6-36 to 4-8-32. Well done to Irrewarra-Beeac.
And well, great sportsmanship by Dave McMill, the coach. Went straight to Cam Parker when the final siren said and put the hands together and congratulations. That shows you the respect of two great coaches and two great blokes, Pete.
Yeah, no, it was a real arm wrestle all day, wasn't it? Played in great spirit. There was no rubbish that went on out there at all today, even though it was a tough, hard game of footy. And Look, Birri flew out of the blocks early in the season and probably were a bit unlucky. They copped a few injuries there in the middle of the season. Otherwise, they probably would have had a higher finish. And look, it was anyone's game and probably just luck of the draw at the end of the day as to who was in front at the final siren. But congratulations to Irrewarra-Beeac. They've got Lawn to face next week.
Grand final rematch, elimination semi next Sunday.
And certain the rematches of the past two grand finals. You've got Albion and the Colac Imperials and Lawn versus Irrewarra-Beeac. Similar matchups to 2 years ago.
And big question all week will be how serious is the injury to Stonehouse?
I think I saw in there. I think they popped it back in, Pete. So hopefully
Pop it back in. Take a couple of Panadols. Should be right.
Should be right.
A couple of beers to sort of numb the pain over the next couple of days. But brilliant win to Irrewarra-Beeac. They're through to next week. Birregurra, who's had a magnificent 2025 season. Credit to them. They were second last year. They reshuffled their list. They had some horrific injuries throughout the year, but they were on top of the ladder after 9 rounds. But unfortunately, they're eliminated from the 2025 season. The Bombers will face Lawn next Sunday. Grand final rematch in the semi-final here at the Centre Reserve. We've got our RSL post-game to follow up. So stay tuned here on Mix FM and we'll recap today's and yesterday's results and plenty more here on Mix FM here on CDFNL Live.
On Mix FM, this is CDFNL Live.
Was there an arm chop there? No, there wasn't. Here he is. Bailey Scott dribbles along the ground. It's bouncing across the face, but he might map up and run his own thing. He does. Goes back and kicks one of the goals of the year.
Touched it. Oregon.
A half forward. You're going to leave it. Slater, good punch away. Stevens rubbed it beautifully. Gets around one. Checks sides on the ground. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Cooper Stevens. Cross with a
points the margin. Birri lead by at. Here's a chance for Scott. Rose beautifully. And the last half. Bailey Scott's put the.
Foster, Cunningham rather. Over the top of the footy head again. It's a hot footy to be won. It's a kick out of the pack by somebody, and I think it's Ramos. He's kicked one out of his backside. First goal of the afternoon. It's a goal that they contend.
It's going to be stolen. Morrissey's trying to get the football. Stolen by Stevens.
Oh, he's got
it. Snaps a goal at a contender.
A West Vic
fire. Here's a chance now for Gort.
Oh, he's got it anyway.
Scott runs his measure. This is a coach's play.
Oh, and he's in the frame, dude.
Coach's goal.
And nicely, hand pass to Price. Caught. Got the hand pass just in the nick of time. Melville grabs it. Melville kicks, and he's got it.
Got the percentage, so Alvin sounds the candy. Yeah, Alvy got the superior percentage.
Good mark.
It's a chance now for Tex.
There's a chance. Frampton, 65 out, centering kick, coming in. Oh, what a mark by Darcy Theodore.
Hole in the footy. Bailey Scott got the hair pass out. He's a looking. He's a looking. And to level it.
Looks good.
He's kicked. Kicks a goal. Scores are level.
Oh my goodness.
It's 78 all.
Egbert getting back there, Howard. And now it's the siren. The siren's gone. It is a draw.
There you go.
And the Colac Imperials are minor premiers.